Hello, hello, and welcome back to another weekly Zodiac with your friend, Mr. Cosmic. How you guys doing? If you are living a memory your soul has not yet finished understanding, then this is the place. Welcome to Cosmic Zodiac. How you guys doing? I hope you're really having a good time. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, as always, hit that like button, share the channel, become a subscriber, better yet, become a member, and catch me on live tarot. I really hope you are enjoying all of the content that I have here. Cosmic's Codex, the Beyond the Veil, the teaching content. I hope you're enjoying all the content. But let's get in here. Let's jump right in here. Let's not waste any time. If you're seeing this symbol up here in the corner, that is your symbol. That is the Aries symbol. That is the symbol of the Zodiac. But down below, what you'll see here, and you'll see on this you'll see a link to all the Zodiac natal charts. You'll see a link to all of the timestamps. Be sure to check out your entire natal chart. Don't be afraid. That's why we're here. That's why I have this all together, so you don't have to just focus on just your sun sign, but your moon, your rising, your Venus, your entire natal chart. And let's go. Let's dive right in here. Doing something a little different this time. I hope you guys enjoy it. So instead of just reading from one tarot deck, I'm going to be reading from two tarot decks. So I hope this helps you guys interpret this a little bit better. We're going to see how this works. May go back to the old way, but let's see. I'm enjoying this double tarot deck read. It's a monster. I don't know if my hands can handle this this monster of a tarot deck read, but we'll see here. We'll get it rolling. Aries, this is for you. Let's get moving. I appreciate you for being here. As always, leave a comment below if you enjoyed what you heard, if it resonates with you. Let's get going. First card out. Whoa. Angelic, no judgment. This card here, this is the, obviously we have the angels in your corner. We love that. We have the cornerstones, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have cornerstones in here, but this are your emotions. This will be your chakras, and this will be your here and now. But that in there, this is, it's you and a couple people. Thank you from your logic. Thank you from the universe. Be thankful. Always be thankful as we head into this moment of thankfulness, right? What are you thankful for? Not what don't you have, what can you have? What are you thankful for? What do you have? That's the moment, the no judgment mode. I know it's really tough at this time of year, but Aries, what are you thankful for? As you enter your Emperor mode, as you start to rise above, as you start to sit there, and you're associated with the King of Kings, the Queen of Queens. So put that into perspective, right? Why are you there? Would you pass judgment on others so easily? Is that what this is? With your fire sign energy, as you put people into a perspective, maybe that's what this is. There it is. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Angelic Empress. I just was talking about this. As we get into that energy, we're getting into that place where we see this. We get the Aries energy coming in. The 3, 2, 1, we feel it, we know it, we sense it, we know you make your sense known before you even get here. Mid deck pull, go back, rewatch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's why I love pulling from the middle of the deck. This is 2 tarot decks. Solar output, golden position, lover coming in, or there's a love, somebody's interested, past person, future person, but there's somebody's interested. Golden position, somebody wants to come in. Usually this is the past coming to the present, or somebody's coming in. This could be a current person, but this is a judgment situation. No one wants to be judged. Maybe someone doesn't want to get judged. Ooh, super attraction. Yeah, this is I can't stop thinking about your energy. Maybe this is you, maybe this is them, but we have the duality lining up here. We have a little bit of imbalance, so there could be an imbalance coming in with you and this other person. Maybe someone's overthinking the other person. That could be. Maybe I can't stop thinking about you. I really feel that. Picking up on some moon energy here too. So let's keep going. Wow. Yeah, maybe it's the water sign part of this reading. Cancer energy, deep thinking, deep feeling, deep feels. Get in the feels for them. I wonder if this is you or the other person, but there's definitely some feelings going on. I wonder if this is a relationship reading. Is that what we're in here for, Aries? It feels like I said, there's moon energy, almost like fear is a compass. It's not a prison. That's the read. That's the energy I'm getting out of this. Because nothing's leaving your life without teaching you something essential. That's where we're going. That's how we're getting there. This is harmony, right? We're getting down there, but the base root of the emotion is by December, the universe has taught you a lesson. Forget looking at reading or watching tarot or getting into just you in the universe. Is you alone in a room, you're gonna have learned a lesson. That no one has to teach it to you. Taurus energy, right? King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, 5 Pentacles energy, right? This is you moving into that next stage. Taurus energy. It's that fixed sign. Like things have to be the way they are. That's why the universe says, no, this is how it has to be. Empress energy comes in. So when that Empress energy comes in, that Aries energy comes in, that's you, right? When that starts to come in, that's that cardinal sign. So as we start to come in, we know that there's some kind of balance, at least, that comes out of this. There's soul tribe energy. There's purpose behind this, right? There's your purpose. But ask yourself, is this loneliness or is this a soul asking for attention? Which part of this is yours? Which part of this is theirs? What part of this is the other person or the new person? Because there's a misunderstanding because you're not feeling like you're on common ground here. Soul tribe energy, when we look at this, they're all facing the same direction. That's your harmony, Aries. That's your harmony. So there's a cup here. We're not letting our feelings out. We're holding our feelings back. Maybe there's an attachment, but we're not telling. Because the strength here, this one card's in reverse versus these two, that tells us that there's somebody holding back, or there's a holding back on something. Yeah, it's regretful feelings. Like, I want to say it, I can't say it, I want to say it, can't say it. Maybe a coworker situation even, right? Or colleague. Could be schoolmates, could be something, could be friends, could be a friend group. Because there's more than one person here. We have this leading into the grouping, right? We have the grouping. We have this down here, and then the outcome is groups. But there's definitely you and somebody else are going through the same feeling. It's very equal. Very equal. Both of you hold the key. You both could unlock the lock and get free from this, but you don't want to do it. You both hold the key. You both hold the key to the lock, but you don't want to unlock it. It's almost like a good, we're in this together feeling, right? You both have the same feeling, and you don't want to say you do, because then it kind of ruins the magic. Is that what I'm feeling? Is that what this is? Maybe the magic of this person? Because you're honoring your truth. You're both looking at this path as a clear path. Your old identity, it's no longer there. The real one is showing through. It's breathing. It's showing itself. It's not noise. It's not false. It's not false identity. Every desire that we have here, because you're leading with this Gemini lover energy, every desire that you're coming into, this is one that carries a map inside of it. As you get the soul tribe energy leading up to this Empress energy, as we already predicted the Empress energy coming in, there's the truth seeker. Working at it. But see how there's somebody or something always on the mind? Always on your mind, always on their mind, always on the mind. It's like, what would people think? What would I think? What will this look like? How will this work? That version of you that's so scared, worried. Were you born to go this direction? Surrender isn't weakness, but this might even be long-term surrender. This might even be surrender that you're not expecting to go through. This could just be alignment. This could be just long-term alignment. Solar output, topper card, this tells us it's the Wheel of Fortune. This is the universe wouldn't put you here unless it was meant to be good. It wouldn't put you in this situation. You wouldn't be asking about this particular person or this particular moment in your life if this weren't meant to be good, right? Yeah, you wouldn't be saying thank you, universe, if they weren't meant to be good. This is the center line, the chakras. This is the root chakra. You're not having physicality, but you're both not having physicality. You're both lucky to be there. This triumvirate of cards here, this moment of truth, is you're both, the universe is saying, I'm lining you up. It's like organizing the chaos before the party. Intuition's playing a huge part here. That's that moon energy we were talking about picking up on, feeling earlier on. There's that moon energy. You can see the dual moon here. There's duality. That's the duality also playing a part here. There's the lovers, Gemini lover as energy coming in here. So there's definitely angelic love. There's some kind of divine love that happens. This is love, almost love once in a lifetime, or one kind of love in this. It's being resistant to that unmade. It's almost resistance to this, like you had no control or unmade desire, destiny. I don't know. It's like resistance to that, because you don't have control, maybe, for once. Fighting it. Yeah, angelic fight. And the angels think it's funny. How can you compete against this? Stop asking for permission. And like, when you want to exist loudly at the very least. The universe is saying you're repeating these lessons. You're going to keep repeating the lessons and keep repeating these lessons and keep repeating the lessons until you embody that solution that you've been wanting to embody, but you just don't want to embody it. And the universe says, I'll keep coming back. I'll come back. I have time. I have time. I have infinite time. And you're like, okay, but you don't want to believe it. 11/23, this is Sag season. We're heading into this. This is as of next week. This is the Sag season. This is as of Sagittarius season, patience. You know, Temperance and Knight of Wands represent that patience energy. So whoever this person is, this is a patient lover. This is a patient person. This is a person, you know who this is. I think you know who we're talking about. They're an intuitive patient lover. They're a patient person. Their judgment is not against you. It's against themselves. Are you enough? Probably not. You have to change. You probably have to change a little bit, and that's actually good. They're changing. You're changing. You're challenging each other to change. That's the part of you that you want. Your patterns are unsaid prayers. That part of you saying, that's why I'm making myself different. I'm changing this pattern to become a better version of me. Not because they make me, not because I want to become better for them, but become better for me, to be a better version of me that aligns with them. That's love. That's love. So what we're doing is we're healing. Healing is remembering and not fixing. It's just healing. It's healing you, healing the version of you that came to this earth to say, I'm healing those life lessons, taking on those challenges, including I will get married, including I will be married, including I will fix my marriage. I will love. I will continue to marry. I will continue to be in love. Marriage. We get to do. My guides are not kidding around, aren't they? All right. So here he's got 2 more bonus cards. I wasn't supposed to pull these. I don't even know why I'm holding these, to be very honest with you, but they're soul. This is like soul driven energy. This is Tea-Stain Tarot. This skips me anyway. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, it's a super giggly laugh, because what it's telling me is this is about silence from me, but to you, the universe is giving you a message. It's has like Aquarian truth seeking passion. It's that passion you've been seeking. It's the Akashic truth seeking passion. It's that moment that we've been seeking something. There's hidden passion. Like, this was hiding in between these 2 cards. Did you know that was in there? Did anyone see? If you saw that in there, let me know in comments below, Aries, if you saw that. So this is burdensome truth seeking. Could have Aquarian in their chart. This other person you're talking about could have Aquarian. They could be Aquarius, or they could be Libra or have Gemini in their chart. Don't say, oh, it's not their sun sign. It could have Moon. They could have Venus, right? But there's Aquarian. There's Aquarian very much in their chart, because it's here and here. The universe is saying they have Aquarian, or they're driven by Aquarian energy or air sign energy. But this passion, someone's hiding how much passion they have for you, how much love they have for you, because the cup is also hiding underneath here. Yeah. Wow. Burdensome love. What is this card? Yeah, they're hiding. Look at this. This is like, if I read for them, they would start with like these cards. Like, they want to say something, the universe is testing them in the same way. You guys are meant for each other, kind of thing. It's so unfair. So unfair. Interesting. Aries, let me know what you think of this. Honestly, if you haven't done so, take a look at the rest of your natal chart as I continue reading through here, and I continue pushing through. And I will read for, I think, what Leo next. But let me know what you think about this double tarot card read. Let me know if this worked for you. Let me know if it made sense, if it resonated with you. I'm just gonna do a little quick shuffle and then split these cards. Put these cards back. But yeah, I've been doing this on live, which has been fascinating, because I've been seeing the results back, and I'm like, this is interesting, because what it's been doing is I've been getting these really, it's like okay, in a way it's almost harder for myself, right? Isn't it more difficult for myself to read like this, adding all these like 6 tarot decks and double tarot deck? Like, it's, the improbability gets even more profound. So what is this part of me that's like, we're trying to prove, right? But do me a favor, check out the rest of your reading. For me, for you, see if that aligns. That's why I'm asking you guys to do that. That's why I put this together. That's why I'm putting it together in one I guess one video, right? And I'm come out in a weekly session, because I don't think we need more. You shouldn't be watching tarot every day. Like, I don't watch tarot every day. I don't pull cards myself every day. I have this ability, but I wait. Like, I wait for this moment. This week is when I pull. I put my reading, I check my cards in this. How crazy is that? So I'm in here with you. So do yourself a favor, check out the rest. So I'm doing this. I know my moon, I know my rising, my Venus, and I do this with you. I am part of the collective. I'm part of this with you. So do me a favor, check out the rest of your chart. If you haven't done so, hit subscribe. Be sure to follow. And let's move on to the Leo. And as I read through here, I love the fact that I've been doing this, because once I start doubling the tarot decks, it's something I used to do when I first got into reading tarot, because I was like, there was getting the multiple cards. I would have the single tarot deck and I would pull the same card. And I'm like, okay. And then I got the yellow tarot deck, which is this one, which was I had just like these two. And I'm like, okay. And they're from the same manufacturer. If I had my eyes closed, I couldn't feel the difference. And that was part of the thing. I didn't want to feel the difference. If I wanted to sense the cards. And when I was feeling the cards like that, I would pull the same card. I'm like, King of Queens, you know, or whatever it was, or King of Queens. I'm thinking of the show. King of Cups. I was just watching a thing about that. Anyway, love the show. If you like the show, let me know. But anyway, point is, but I was watching the show earlier, but the point is I'll pull like Queen of Cups, and then I would be pulling for that, and I would pull it, and then I was like, that's fascinating. Then when I added the third tarot deck in, I would like triple pull or pull, and then I made a layout and I put all this together, and I was like, different. So I got back to doing the double tarot deck. I got away from doing it because I had multiple tarot decks, but then I said, what if I do the double tarot deck with all 6 of these tarot decks? And I've been doing this on live, and it's been fascinating. It's a monster tarot deck. It's pretty big. I mean, it's really monster. So, I'm not sure I can do this forever. We'll see. We'll see if I can do it. I mean, I can shuffle. I can hold the tarot deck. I can shuffle and hold it. It takes me a little while to get used to doing it again. But when I went live, I didn't do that. But it's one of those things that I love getting back to, because it just adds that much more randomness to the reading. And then for Leo, this will be for you. I'm gonna sip of some iced tea here. You also get some Coca-Cola. Wait, can I get sponsored if I do this? I got some delicious Coca-Cola. Right? See that? Sponsorships. Whoa. All right, here we go. Leo, how are you? What are you thinking about? What do we think about, Leo? Love, career, money, finances? What's up? Ooh, truth. The truth. Just tell me the truth. The angelic truth. Wow. So that's an Aquarian card. That's the truth seeking. That's Libra. That's Gemini. So that's love, justice, truth. Good way to start. Angelic. We have a couple things on our mind. We're not overthinking. I love this, Leo. Trying to clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. We love that. Clear the clutter. Going at it very straightforward. We have some clouded energy. Top down, the universe is playing its part here. You know what you know. There's the intuition playing its part. And that's the soul's intuition. So the soul's intuition is playing a big part. But bigger than that, we're going into the Akashic records. We're trying to clear that clutter. Like, you know how people kind of, we'll say put their tentacles, put their tentacles in you. And they just want to use you for your energy because they don't know what to do. And they're floundering. And it's so much easier to hook their wagon onto you. But the Empress comes out at the here and now. What's fascinating is the Empress came out here again. If you go back and rewatch the beginning on the Aries reading, I just pulled from decks 1 and 6. This is 2 and 5. Shuffled, mid-deck, pull, Empress again. So this is the second reading. We got the Empress in this position, which is telling me the Empress energy, your Empress energy, the fertile one, the creator, You're the Queen of Queens, loving this energy. Intuition's there. I'm loving this energy, but there's definitely Akashic energy. Akashic energy again, mid-deck pull. You can see there's a second Akashic card wanting to come out. This is Empress energy again. This is you heading into the Empress-Emperor energy realm. You're going to your new phase. So we're heading into Sag season. We're heading into that moment of clarity. We're heading to that new field of resonance, the new portal that I call it. It's a patience portal. It's saying you're going to get there. Don't rush it. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the moment. And so many of us want it fast, want it now, immediate satisfaction, gratification. But let's be grateful for what we do have. Take a moment. List 3 things you are grateful for. Don't say it out loud. Say it to yourself. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you here watching the video. I will always be thankful for you. I'll be thankful for the fact that I put the video and this will hit somebody and it will resonate. I am thankful for that moment. This is the Taurus life lesson. This is the King of Pentacles, Hierophant energy. This here is the balance, the Libra energy, the justice. This is always the give and receiving. Can we reach everybody? No. And there's the part of us that we have to let those tentacles fall away. Those ones that always just want. But what do? You get. The universe will give to you. Curiosity Kid, my #1 draft pick. Your soul is growing. Your soul is developing. Think about what you haven't been doing, or things that haven't been coming back to you. You've been building. You've been building what? A new version of yourself, a new authentic version of yourself. This next version of you is coming because it's you. The next version is you. It's not a miracle. It's you going to choose to make this happen. This is you not saying, I wish this were. The old version, you said, I want this to happen. Please come in. The inner child took control and said, hey, remember, let's go this way, and ran behind the woods and took off, and you had to chase it. And it was fun. It was like, wait, where are you going? And that inner child took off to the future, all these new ideas where you had just a couple things clutter. Now you have all these creative ideas. You have the clouds, you have the Curiosity Kid, you have the Truth Seeker, you have the Aquarian, Gemini, air sign. You have the intuition kicking off. That's your compass. So as you run through here, you're going through that Taurus. Remember what I said? We have that Taurus, Hierophant, and I could predicting the energy come out. That's the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles, Taurus life lesson. This is the keys. You're holding the keys because they're saying, well, let's go find the keys. Where most people be afraid because the truth scares everybody because it's so powerful. You're seeking that truth, Leo. You want the truth. But you ascend by authenticity. You ascend by looking at the truth, not by force. You're being misunderstood. That's a sign of evolution. That's okay. That's beautiful. That's your sign that you're heading into that emperorhood. That's just saying, hey, I'm getting there. That next version of you is not a mistake. It's not. You chose to get there. You chose this choice. There it is. There's 11/23. There's Sag season. That right there. That's 11/23 to 12/2. That right there is a time card for you. That skips cosmic altogether. That's the truth. Saying, hey, if you don't even worry about cosmic. Don't even go worry about cosmic boogeyman. Take that part of the whole reading out. 11/23 the beginning of Sagittarius season is going to be a truth season. That's going to be the beginning of your new phase. Congratulations, really. Say yay me. Trust the timing. The timing that you once cursed and said, God damn it. Like, no, this is awesome. This is perfect timing. This is perfect timing. Everything you feared losing, it was temporary. We're getting rid of those tentacles. Bye-bye. Your intuition is now not whispering. It's ignoring that volume of those people saying, take, give, take. There's the Queen of Cups. That's that loving queen. That's the one who wants to make sure you're good covered. That's the ornate cup, the one who's holding back feelings. I'm not going to give it to you freely just because you need a boost. Just because you want this. Right? This is choice energy. This is the next version of you coming in saying, hey, I chose this, so I'm going to choose to cover my cup just as much. This is marrying. This is marriage. This is marrying. This is the choice. This is I'm choosing somebody. You're not getting picked out of a pool of, oh, do you want me or them or me? No, this is I'm choosing. You're choosing that truth. Like I said, it scares you because it is powerful. It's very powerful because you're about to choose. And that choice that it comes in, you see it comes in, but you haven't chosen. You haven't made that choice yet. You want to. This is all about growth. Look at the growth. Be honest. Hit the thumbs up. Be honest. Is this not you? Have you not really started to build and become like a force of nature? Really? Look at this. The messenger's like, hey, what do you got for me? And you're like, I got a bunch of past life information. I'm a soul in here. I'm ascending. If you check back in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, oh my Lord. Like, I am a light body, baby. I am a light body. I have figured out the patterns. And the universe is like, okay, I was just saying what's up. And that's what's crazy, because you're riding the timing wave. You're riding those waves like you are a surfer. And those triggers are now invitations. Like, where you're saying, I'm so nervous. No. You're being overwhelmed is like being hailed as a warrior. Because that moment you're getting overwhelmed, you're saying, check in, let me see what this means. because that's the symbols, that's the signs, that's your moment. Overwhelmed means pay attention. That's the opposite stability to you. So what is it telling you? It's telling you to grow and honor those boundaries, because you're being overwhelmed. Honor the boundaries. That's what the universe is telling you. You have those abilities because that's getting you to the end of that journey, end of this path. This is not the complete path. This is one path. Think about all those heartbreaks for just one moment. Or even, I'm talking like the losses, money losses, job losses, friend losses, family, love losses. Those have shaped your ability for discernment, for the ability to find or even miss people. And then the people you don't miss, the ones who have their tentacles, the ones who take from you but don't do anything for you, those people you miss, those versions, they're reflected back in you. You evolve, you evolve, you evolve. And then you just stop clinging to those old stories you were tricking yourself, telling yourself. Solar output card, the confirming it. Look, brand new start, the Fool card. Yeah. See, I know what I know, and you see what I show, and that's how we get there, because that's the attraction. Because sometimes life will collapse, and it's just going to keep finally rebuilding itself until we get it correct. And this is the life we get it correct. This is the moment you attract, and you stop letting other things worry you. Oh, stock market's down. Bye. Like, really? I'm out of a job. Oh, time to write my book. That's the moment you say, I'm doing this. Because all of those outside external influences that are trying to crush you and trying to slow you down, that's no longer you. Oh, the version you're trying to slow down, that's not me anymore. You're not allowed to slow down. Your body's reacting before the mind will understand. Listen up, dreamer. Like, really, the memories that you're here, they're telling you that you were born before this lifetime. You were just put back to this lifetime, as we got a notification right at that time. And that right there is one of your last cards. That's your 1123. That's the sign from the universe saying, boom, solar output 1123. You have to understand, Sag season is your season. Welcome to the new version of you. You're allowed. You're allowed. You're allowed to be you. You're allowed to be overwhelmed. Let's do some connector cards. And I have no idea what that notification was for. But look, King of Cups, get into the deep. Another card. Look at get into the choice. Make a choice and live with it. You make a mistake and people go, oh my God, look at, wow, that didn't work out. No, it didn't. Oh, well, but I learned, huh? Yeah. When people try to make you feel bad, lean into that. Oh, you must really hate that, huh? Well, no, yeah, I do. It actually hurts. It does. It hurts. They go, oh, like that. They're expecting another reaction. But when you own your identity, you own who you are. When that body reacts before the mind understands, you're just listening. When overwhelmed comes in, who's in charge? Who is in charge? You are in charge. You're the boss. And that love, the love you crave, that mirrors the love that you withhold from yourself. That's the moment the universe says, let's do this. That's the wild card energy that no one's expecting you. You came to this earth with a blueprint, right? You came here with an idea. Like, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And even that blueprint, even the outline that you had already foresaw, even whatever this is, that moment you came here, that world, the reflection of whatever the frequency is that you foresaw can change. Just like we change the note in a song. Think about your favorite song, or even that weird little add into a song, right? Those little tweaks in a song that they put in. Think about the beginning of any song. Like, even if you ever heard Black Dog, or any song, like, but they have like these weird nuances that they cannot recreate. They or they have drop D minor, or they put these weird freaky song pieces, but they make the song better. But you say, how come mine doesn't sound the same? It's because there's this little piece of you in that song. This is you creating. This is that past life. It happens. You set the tone. You say, I'm no longer doing anything. This is Leo energy. You can actually see Leo. And that's you. Look at this. We are done. King of Cups, the universe is telling you, once you make your decision, we do not falter. We do not go back. We are Leo. We are supportive. We are tolerant. We are empathetic. We are Leo. And that's you. You hold strength, you hold true, you are Leo. You take that life lesson and you run with it. That curiosity kid says, I'm Leo. I'm going to go find that key to my life lesson. I'm going to unlock myself. I'm going to find whatever it is. I'm the truth seeker. I'm going to lock into my goal and find it. And if the goal changes, fine. Embrace the change. Embrace the reality of the change, but find that change to be me. Embrace the reality that my inner child is loving this. Because stability comes out of whatever you're doing. And once you ignore that volume, once you ignore that noise that people are sending at you, you're going to realize every heartbeat is shaped by that discernment that you're creating. That's you. I love that you have come here. I love that you've been part of this process. I welcome you guys to be part of this process even further. Look more into your reading. Look more into the moon sign, the rising sign, your Venus sign. Look into your entire natal chart. Down below, what you guys will see, what you guys will actually get to see is the... I went to Cafe Astrology, and I put a link below, but you guys can just link it. It doesn't save any information, which I'm a big fan of that privacy. But what you can do is just put your birthday, your time, if you know it, even better. But you don't have to put your name, and that will just give you an entire natal chart, and then you'll know immediately. You'll say, okay, I know. I'll know my sun sign, my moon, my rising. You'll know information about your natal chart. But more than that, what you'll do is be able to kind of gain that information to better understand parts of who you are, because we are more than a zodiac. We're more than a tarot reading. We're numerology. We're the astro matrix charts. We are divine. We are tied into so much more numerology. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring all of that together into one system, some kind of system. And I look at it, and there's systems out there that people have designed, and this not even a system I'm going to create for sale necessarily. It may not, but I'm bringing it all together under one scientific system that I use, and I find it to be fascinatingly accurate, and it's so fantastic. But that's what I've been doing. So I look at these signs. I say, well, if you're a mutable sign, or I pull, say, a king, or I pull, and it's just really fascinating, because then the fixed signs come in, and I look at this energy and I say, well, how does this cross correlate? Like when I leave one card out, what am I leaving on the table, kind of thing. And I'll get signs from the universe, the 555s, the 1111s, the 111s, and I have my phone even set to 24-hour time. And it sounds a little over the top, like, am I looking for signs? No, I don't. There'll be days I don't get anything. I let it just come. I let it just arrive. That's part of my consciousness, my collective consciousness. And what we do is we all operate in this. You'll think about someone, you're like, oh, my ex or my friend or this person I haven't thought of in a while. And I had this happen to me the other day. I was thinking about this old friend, and I miss her. And all of a sudden on LinkedIn, it was like, so-and-so has updated their LinkedIn. It was this person. I didn't say their name, nothing. And that was the only message I had gotten on LinkedIn, like in probably like a month. And I was like, that's crazy. So the universe does work in mysterious ways, if you must say. And you just don't know why or how, but it does work. And I'm trying to put something together with that. So I do trust that you guys trust that process too, and I do appreciate you for being here. And as always, like I say, like the channel. That's all. It's super helpful to me. It's helpful to people that come on here to see the content, and leave a comment below if this resonated with you, if you felt it, if it helped you. As always, it helps people find the content. When you go in a video and there's no comments, people are like, but I love when I see comments from you guys. It makes me feel like we're connecting more on live. I'd love to see you guys connect with me and on any of the other content. But I try to make it a place you can visit. I don't feel like it's like a shop, like a herbalist's shop, but you're visiting for some deep tarot, deep spiritualist. That's why I don't call it like Cosmic Boogeyman Tarot, because it's not just tarot here. We're digging deep into this universe, as we call it. But up next, we have the Sagittarius. And I'm a fan. I like Sag. I love Leo. I love Aries. What sign don't I really like? Let's be fair, because each one of your signs, or each one of these signs, bring their own flavor to the palette. You know what I'm saying? Because Sag, they do come across with this like careless energy, but they're so funny. They have a really lighthearted, loving way about them that makes them a beautiful friend. If you have any Sagittarius friends, they're wonderful to be around. Sometimes optimism helps that situation. I get it, but I think about my friends that have Sag or Sag Sun, but it's beautiful to think about them because their risk taking, their ability to be so straightforward, is almost like it feels careless to other people, or like raw, and it scares people. But if you're a Sag and you're just joining in, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this. I appreciate you for being part of the process. As always, like I say, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share the channel. Make people well aware. Get your friends, family. Get your frenemies in here, right? You know? No, but really, invite people in. You'll notice I'm going to do something a little differently what I'm doing this time. I'm basically taking 2 tarot decks and putting them together. I may start going with this forward because I'd done this previously, but I'm enjoying this process. So when I do this, it lets me kind of dial in a little bit more, a little deeper. Takes the randomness up to a whole new level, level 11, I guess you could say. But it really does, because so when instead I would pull just the Sag, now I'm pulling the cross duality, the cross correlation. So I'm pulling fire earth energy or fire air energy, or so it's getting me like another sense of or divine energy. So I get my guides in there, that's all. So just bear with me as we try this out. It's been fascinating. If you haven't done so, do yourselves a favor, especially of all the zodiac I've done, watch this one and then you'll see what I'm talking about. I've had multiple of the same cards, multiple of the or at least the duality, like repeats of the cards, and it's fascinating to see, because what happens, even the rarity of what I'm doing, there's no way for me to rig this. So the universe is saying, hey, let's set this up and show how fascinating, how random I can come through. Like, and I'm saying I as in the universe. All right, Sag, I love that you're here. I love that you're with us. As always, do me a huge favor. Share the channel. Send it to mom. Send it to your family. Thanksgiving's coming up. As always, let Thanksgiving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, right? Let people know. At the holidays, let people know. Do me a favor. Say, hey, I want to show you something. Like, check this tarot reader out. Show this tarot reader, like this one tarot reader, Cosmic, off, right? Say, but anyway, ooh, look at that. There we go, Sag. This is for you. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see what you're hiding. Let's see what secrets you got there, because I've been diving in and we've been looking at, and I'm letting it just talk. I'm saying, hey, career, money, love, guidance, whatever it is. I'm not just, it could be luck. It could be anything that comes in, but it could be the visions. It could be the desires, whatever we're looking for, the alignment. Mid-deck pull, 2 cards. We're holding back. Ooh, wow. And that's an angelic holding back. It's almost like an angel going, hey, whoa, wait. Like I say to the students, wait. But in a good way, fun way, right? Like, wait. And so this is the soul tribe. This is the universe with an angel saying, wait, like hold back. See? Wheel of Fortune, wait. It's good. Wait. Just hold. Wait for the right moment. And that's what we're doing, Sag. But you are the epitome of patience. Like, you come out with temperance energy, Knight of Wands, patience energy, like, I got this, baby. 10 of Wands is like, the struggle is real. Like, you come in with that patience, it's real. Like, but people logically are like, I'm trusting you, Sag. I'm trusting you. Because when we talk about luck, people are going to look like back on this moment and say, we're counting on you, and when I talk about your luck, the visions, the desires, whatever this is, you're more aligned, and each sign gets its moment in the sun, and this is yours. Okay? I need to be very honest, and we pick these moments, we pick these signs, but this is your moment. This is the moment you call a sign and say, hey, I'm returning the transmission. I'm sending it back out there, because you've been waiting, but this is what you've been waiting for. You can see how very energetically the moment you've been waiting for, because you can see as a true seeker comes out, this is you saying, I'm doing this. Because nothing's random. It never pairs in your field. Everything is summoned, and you've been waiting for this. It's kind of like someone who's organizing a big grand event. And that's the strongest gift you have, because it's activating when the world thinks everything's sleeping or in the moment's not right. This is when you say, go. Because you've been waiting and waiting. You know that moment, like, you kind of like, you're playing a game with somebody, and you want to wait for them to kind of like lose or get distracted by it. that presence, that shadow, that moment, like they're not paying attention, that unfinished business, that soul contract, that's written in the symbols. That's where they have to pay attention, because those soul contracts, you can't unwrite them. They have to get played out somewhere along the line. And right now there's an unfortunate event. It's almost like, but when this is happening, this is like the truth seeker saying, well, something's unfair with the soul. Something's unfair right now. And that's what's unfair, is because you've done everything correct. You've like, I've done everything. And you're not sensitive, you're tuned in, and that's why you know something's not right. The glitch, they're upgrading, it's upgrading the system is what I'm being told. It's upgrading the system, and that's what's different, see? Knight of Wands, I told you, at the heart chakra of all things, the patience. Past life has dictated whatever this is, the lightning shining armor is going forward. It's going forward. It feels unfortunate. If this card is also reversed, it's all in plan. Yeah, it's all in plan. It's all in plan. How about that? There's definitely an uncomfortable zone like we're leaning into here, Sag. Wow. Look at this big uncomfortable zone. But this Wheel of Fortune and the holding off is it's magnificent. Because if that was 10 of Wands upright, I would say this is a bad situation. There's also love sitting in here. It's also like a good fortune. Half the money's there. Half the money's there. You're going to see money trickling in. Oh, I'm sorry. There's all the money coming in. It's split. It's almost like coming in like two ways. It feels like money's coming in. Soul Tribe's there getting it too. So I feel like it could be money and happiness and love, because we're looking back at this. They want me to pull one. Ooh, they want me to hold off on this. What is this? You're manifesting love and good fortune. Like, wow, Sag. Look at study or love, study or love, study or love. This is the intuitive messenger. Like, just so you know, that's what that really comes across as. I'm only telling you, Sag, because it's your reading. And that's what's the beneficial part of being part of the Zodiac, or looking at the teaching tarot, or coming and being on the online, because that'll teach you a little bit more about what I learned. But that's the intuitive messenger. That's what that is. The intuitive messenger, study or love, is saying, hey, you got two choices here. And you're like, but do I have two choices? Do I have two choices? Because you're balancing both choices, and your scales are upside down, and they're really fine. Do I have two choices? Do I have, because the strength's here, because it looks like the universe is like, no, not really, because you're weighing your two choices, and it looks like your two choices are very good. Look, I think I'm going to make it very good. Like, it's going to pay off very well. What looks bad, and I mean, it looks really out in the cold bad right now, and I think you know what I'm talking about, Sag. Something looks like, it's like, oh, this looks so unfair. Stamp my feet, god damn it. Oh, this is unfair. I would call it a glitch. As there's an upgrade or something's happening, because there's choices made, and this is not two of swords Libra energy. This is intuitive. Like, you knew that this was happening, and I call it the shadow energy. Something you can't like organize. Let's put it this way: you have your towel out, you're enjoying the sun, everything's amazing, but the sun blocks the cloud comes over. It's like, really, did you summon that cloud? I'm like, what was this? Because it's happening, but its long-term stability comes in through a big push of something that switches. So that's the darker horse candidate. I think this is like, you almost like said, hey, if I put my car in this spot on a very hot sunny day, at the end of the day, I know it will be very cool. Like, park it under a tree. And I'm talking about this like at a very weird time of year, when we're like, it's like, why would I worry about where I park my car? It's like, okay, hey, we have a new parking lot getting designed, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, and you're like, we need to pick parking spots, and like, okay, who cares? It's winter. I want that spot right there, in the corner over there, in the corner, way in the corner, back in the corner. Oh, okay, that's fine. You can have it. It's mid-July. It's like 107 degrees out. Can I trade spots with Cosmic? No. Like, I picked my spot ahead of time. That's what you did. You used your intuition like as a path walker. That you're not sensitive. You're tuned in. Like, you know where to go, Sag. You know nothing's random, and you're like looking at this future for yourself. Through seeking, you know how to get there. And some people are disappearing because they were never meant to witness these higher versions or higher floors or higher existences, or I call it the mountain. Because your presence, the trajectory, or whatever this is, every version or room or existence that you enter, people can't follow you because you are unfinished potential. You can see it, but you foresaw, look at this is solar output. You foresaw way out here. You said, if I do this, and it's like, if I park my car way out here, like, right? So giving myself away with my accent, Sag. But if I park my car way out here in the summer, like, we're talking 6 months away, and they're like, sure. And people are like not thinking because they're so thinking imminently, give it to me. I want it now. Oh, I want the one by the door because we're in the winter. And you're like, fine, I'll just bundle. See? And it's struggle. It's struggle. And it's a bold power move. Because your car driving home for that 2-hour commute is beautiful. Like, you have you don't have to cool the car down. There's no remote start. There's no wasting gas. There's no wasting electricity or whatever you use. Nothing. And people's convenience for walking into a building is minimized. But your 2-hour commute, you know how getting into a car is unbelievable. And I know it's a very weird way to kind of equate it, but you're manifesting, you're creating, you're choosing, you're making this happen for yourself. You can see this back to back. You can watch how I pulled mid-deck. You can come back. This is angelic, Akashic future. Your future looks bleak, and it's about to flip. In 6 months, it flips. It's like, what? It goes crazy because your patience is paid off. Nothing is random. Let me just back up here. Like, it's double happiness. It's happiness over happiness. Dark Horse Canada is you. 5, 10, 15, plus 4, plus 1, 20. 20 pentacles. That's about 20. That could be 20. I'll say it. 20 million. It could be 20 million. $20 million, 20 something, maybe 20,000. It could be a lot. It's a lot of something. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. It's another 10. Like, your happiness is guaranteed because you're seeing stuff. You're aiming 6 months out. You're saying, oh, I need to get to here. 6 months projections. 6 months. And that's what I think you already do. And that's why your Wheel of Fortune's there, because you hold for the best opportunity. And that's changing it. Look at, see? You're like, if I stress out for a few months, I can get the best opportunity. And yeah, people go, wow, that seems like, why would you do that? It's right here. You could pick up 4 pentacles right now. You're like, but I could get 20 in 6 months. You see what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. I hope you understand that, because you're very much in your space. And it's a tower moment. You were saying, whisper, whisper, sneak, sneak. You incarnated with a mission too large to see at once energy. It's like one, it slams down, it pushes you and somebody else out. It's like almost splits a family. That's okay. Maybe you're breaking up with somebody, maybe you're separating from a spouse, and that's okay, but it actually works out. Like, you're happier. Like, you're very cordial family split. I don't see it in a bad way, I promise you. But what I do see you planning this in a way that's like, I'm going to minimize this. This is built off of love and holding. Don't rush on anything. Make this is a very love-based decisions, and know that the universe is working out in a way it matters. I'm still going to do my shuffle at the my mid intercession. I don't even know what to call it. I guess I'd call it intercession. I guess I'm taking this one over here. Easy there. All right, so essentially, Sag, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you've enjoyed that reading, do me a huge favor, because what I'll ask you to do is to just grab your nearest best friend and say, hey, do me a favor, subscribe, follow, meet me on the next live. And I'm usually on live. I've been actually kind of following a new schedule, testing it out. But I've been on live Saturday mornings, Monday nights, members only Mondays. I've been on live. But I'm going to kind of make that schedule a little bit more fluid. I was on live Thursday night, so hit that notification bell, set it to all, because you never know when you're going to catch me on live. You just never know. And I like to mix it up. I really do. And I might be live later on today, maybe, who knows. But just never know when I'll be live. But that's the thing. Make sure you guys are catching me on all of those lives, because you can get free readings, and that's really fascinating. Or you can pay and go to cosmicboogeyman.com, book a reading at any time you want. But I really appreciate you for being part of the channel. As always, I thank you. I really do. I thank you, members, for being part of the channel too, because it makes it more fascinating to me. It makes it more inviting, I guess, because I can put out more inviting content, the teaching content, because I love to teach. I really do. I embrace teaching. And be sure to check out all parts of your channel here. All parts of your natal chart on the channel here, Sag. And do me a huge favor and check out any part of your natal chart that resonates. As always, leave a comment below, because I want to know what's resonating. I want to know what's hitting you and making you feel the feels. All right, my friends, let's keep moving on. I appreciate you for being here. And up next is, I think, Taurus. Yeah, Taurus. So as I've been saying all along here, I have been... Let me kick off a new song here for you, Taurus. Something a little softer. This song's great, don't get me wrong. I just need something a little bit on the... I need something a little bit on the softer side here for a second. Okay, so Taurus, what I've been doing, and I've been talking about this throughout the readings, is I've been, instead of just reading like Aries, Leo, and Sag, I've been taking like this. So I read this as a Taurus deck, but what I've been doing is that I would take the opposing deck. So I took this and I read this and Sag. So that's kind of what I'm going to do now. So I've taken kind of the alternate deck, and what I'm going to do for this side, at least for now, is take the opposing deck. I'm just going to take 4 and 1. So it's not the same exact deck, at least for today, and then see how this works out. So now it's not the same exact deck. So I just used Sag. I just used 3 and 4. Now I use 1 and 4. So I cannot get the same exact tarot deck, like this Super Mondo boss deck. Like, right? Is that crazy? So this is a crazy large deck. But anyway, what we're going to pull here for you, Taurus, is we're going to see what comes out. It could be anything. Like I've been telling everyone, I've gotten some career, some money so far. We got love, obviously. I love reading love. I'm a lover by trade, I guess. But really, the attraction is what matches you. You know, it's that self-concept. I think we're really big into that. And I think that's where we're heading, is that not those fantasies. And I've never dated a Taurus. I think Taurus and I are kind of like, we're different aspects. I don't know why, but I think we just have different, we're both fixed signs. I'm an Aquarius and Taurus is a fixed sign. I think we're just in a different place. And I think that's what makes us different, but I do understand the Taurus. Like, to say I don't, that's a lie. I respect the Taurus. I love the Taurus. Oh my God, I love to hang with the Taurus because it's the Hierophant energy. I always call it out. I can call it out before it happens, and you'll see it happen. So, like, when I talk about Taurus, I'm like, hey, Taurus, how are you? Respect, peace, fist bump, kiss on the cheek. It's the King of Pentacles, Hierophant energy. It's the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles, and you'll see it happen. You'll see it happen pretty shortly. And what happens? This is a double tarot deck, but what happens is it will pop out pretty quickly, and I usually will pull from the middle of the tarot deck too, unless I'm guided to go top or bottom, but I'll do like that. But Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Anyway, we're getting in there with the Capricorn energy, the Earth sign energy. It's the devil in the details is really what we're saying. It's that. It's so what they're telling me to tell you, saying, hey, reminder, Cosmic, is, as I was saying, is you attract, and you're reminding us to tell you, and this is for everybody who watches us, Taurus. This is not just you. You're reminding the population as a whole, the cosmic population. You attract what matches your self-concept, that. And that's why we're starting with you, because look at all of these things. Like even in here, even like how we have like little animals and creatures hiding in these pictures. And we'll be getting into this. I'll be getting more detail. I'm going to redo the audio for this. And I'm really pumped to go back into doing this. But top down like this is the bunny. This is the hiding. Like they don't really hide things in the tighter weight, the rider weight. I don't know how I said that, a little tongue tied. But they are bringing this into a perspective where you're attracting what matches that, right? What you want to match. The universe will align that action. It's not intention alone. It's the alignment too. It's not just saying that you have to go into it. So when you're saying, hey, no longer me, that's also part of it. And this is you. This is Taurus. And I bring up the Taurus energy all of the time. I don't think there's any reading I cannot bring up Hierophant Taurus energy, because you guys are the can't heal. And you can't heal in an environment that's wounded you. Think about the abuse and the abuser. Like you can't live with the abuser and heal. It doesn't work that way. Like that, it just, your body reacts before your mind understands. It really has to get out of that energy. This is the intuitive messenger saying, let's think about that for just a second. Most people are like, well, money. And it's like, that's a whole different problem. But you're the reminder that we have to study or love. We have to take a choice here. Do you want to, here it is. Make a decision in life. You're a life lesson in the reading itself. You're the message, and you're allowed to say, hey, this is no longer me. Don't do this anymore. I'm not that person. I'm moving on. I love me. Like, I love me. I choose me. That's beautiful. Look at this. I choose me. Look at how pompous this is. So the Nine of Cups is this offer. There's an offer coming in. Ace of Pentacles, earthly offer, but it's an offer nonetheless. Like saying, hey, want to? Can we? Here's a raise. Here's money. Here's a job. It's anything, because you choose you. The world will reflect that frequency, not your effort. That's the difference. You'll notice it start happening. Once you start logically going this direction, the universe says that's your difference. That's where we have to get you back into, because you've already survived things that we thought you would end you, thought would ruin you. And your soul, we know it's tired. Everything's coming up that way. I get that. But you're not over. Like, you're continued. You're still here, aren't you? Yes, you are. And whatever that is, you kept going. Look, instead of saying, hey, this is unfair, you're aligning with the devil in the details. Look at these little things and how powerful the growth that you've had. Look at all of this growth, the happiness. You're still hanging on. Why are you still hanging on? The light that can't go out. That pentacle, it matters. That's a manifestation. You're about to manifest. But you don't want to manifest wounded. No, we do not. No, we do not. No, we do not. But you don't want to say this is me either. You have to figure out how we want to do this. So the universe is telling you, akashically, that you're vulnerable. But you have to figure out what you need to do to let go to get into that mindset. It's unfair. It's unfair. As Taurus energy goes, it's unfair. We get that. But you're moving on from something. There's the Ten of Wands. There's the stress. There's the exhaustion. You can't see the forest through the trees. It's really hard to tell where you're heading, because you're really going into that moment of saying, I want to get out of this, but I need to transcend whatever this is that's holding me back. There's the Ten of Cups. Your future's brighter, and it's easier to say, I'm going, I'm moving. But you can keep saying it out loud, but the intention has to match the aligned action. And that's where the universe is saying, are we really doing that? Or at least putting that out there for others to see that we're doing that. And this could be for somebody else around you too. This could be for a friend, an ally, because watch this. Look at ready? Look at that. Yeah. That's Leo energy. That's strength energy. That's like saying, are we putting that energy out there? That's intention. That's the beginning of. That's like saying, hey, we know that there's a transition. Just like there's seasons change, we can't stop what's about to happen, and we know this evolution is about to happen. It's a little unfair. We have the stress, but your happiness is due to you. If you've been going through this negativity or this cycle of false prosperity, yeah. As I stumble on my words again, oh my gosh, right? It's like I was checking to see what's in the lantern. I'm like, and I guess it's your Ten of Cups. It's this. It's being put out into the cold. Not enough. Not good enough. You can't do it. You're not worth it. Not, you can't look at this. How crazy. How crazy, guys. Mid-deck pull. You can rewatch this. The reason I pull right on camera is the reason I have my cards right here, so I pull for you. But what it's telling me unequivocally is this is a repeat of actions, a repeat of, hey, you're good enough. Am I out in the cold? You're being tested as it would be, right? And maybe we're kind of watering like these connections that no longer serve us, or we're giving these connections that are like, eh. And I get that. I do. I understand that. As life lessons go, I get that. Because you're not your past. And this potential that you see in the future, big versions, big feelings, right? But it's that version of you see in the future, that purpose, it's found when you start letting curiosity live again. Not just being like bland and going, hey, hi, hey, and letting like the real thing happen, letting the real tower moments come down. Welcome these tower moments. Like, are you the kind of person, let me ask you, I'm asking all of the audience, but I'm asking especially Taurus, because you're a life lesson energy that travels with this. But do you, when you have life lessons or things happen in your life, do you challenge yourself more when they say, hey, the boss is coming in, or hey, they have the upper management coming to walk around, or when you're going to be reviewed? What do you do with that? How do you operate in that sense of we're going to watch you? Does your power increase or decrease? Do you rewrite the rules for yourself, or do you kind of more go inside? I'm questioning this. I'm asking you because we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is devil in the details. It's like you look more into that, or do you just lean into that sense of self? Because the Tower moment comes in testing you, akashically saying, you've always been enough. Like, it's always been enough. And it's not that anyone's going to find a reason to be like, hey, you're not good enough. No matter what you do, if someone doesn't want you or someone doesn't need you, they're going to say, hey, I don't like this about you. And they're going to find a reason. Your intuition is going to tell you that. And you're going to fight that. You're going to fight that. As a Taurus, I tell you, as a Taurus, your intuition is right there. But you're going to fight it because your life lesson is going to say, you're going to battle it. Dark Horse Cannon energy is going to tell you, you survived, but you went through this, and you're going to be the one who's protecting the energy, your cups. And that's why we say stop watering those connections that no longer give anything to you. And see what happens, and water yourself, because the tower moments are going to come in. They're going to keep coming in and say, I'm saving my energy for things that matter. Like, oh, this I wasn't expecting. I have to help my sister, my brother-in-law, my whatever. I got to help, family who really have emergencies. And that's when this really matters. You're holding back. And what happens there, Taurus, is your energy, your Hierophant, King of Pentacles, that matters. That because you start becoming the wise investor, giving to yourself. That's the moment we care. That's the Six of Pentacles. That's the moment we look at the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. We start looking at the hidden energy underneath why you are the life lesson. The universe definitely knows that you're part of this process. And it also knows that you're part of whatever this is giving to the future. If you haven't done so, do me a favor. Check out this reading in more depth. Check me out at cosmicboogeyman.com, or come onto a live, hit that notification bell, set it to all, or check out the shorts, hit the notification bell, and go to hashtag Mr. Cosmic. Check me out on all the socials. I am definitely available on all Instagram, TikTok, and I love putting out the new Instagram content too. That's actually pretty fun. So be sure to follow me if you're on all the other social media, because when I put this content out, like, I'm going to probably make this, what you just had, into some kind of short, honestly, just be honest, because this is the kind of stuff that's super motivating. It's, you have that energy, and that's what we need to be really cognizant of, right? As I split the deck back up. But I want to be very mindful of that. So be sure to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And if you think so, become a member, and then you get access to more live, members only live, actually, be very clear. And then, but I do come live to everybody, for subscribers, and for free, and it's really fun. Get to connect to my subscriber base, get to talk to everybody, and it is an amazing time. The vibes are off of the chart. It is a very good time, good energy, a beautiful energy. And I put teaching content out all free, but if you're a member, you get access to it a little early, just like this will come out a little early for members. But I do appreciate you for just being here, taking your time and spending it with me, really, because this is energetic exchange, is it not? And that I have to say thank you, Taurus. I thank you for being who you are, because you provide that Hierophant life lesson energy. You provide the keys that we never appreciate from you. I see you. I see what you're doing. And that's big. We have to be really mindful of what you do. Thank you for giving us the chance. You're the grounding energy we don't acknowledge. It's tiring. I get it. Thank you. Let's move on to Virgo, the Hermit, and the the other part of the Earth signs, right? We have the Taurus, we have the Virgo, we have Cap, but the Virgo is a unique grouping too. I love Virgo. Big fan of Virgo. You have a coworker Virgo. I've actually have a couple friends that are Virgo, but their analytical minds are so curious to me, especially as an Aquarian, as a Libra, as a person who myself is super analytical. I love their thinking. I love their kind, modest, nurturing way. They're so adorable in that sense. Maybe it's the reserved. I wanna see what's behind that reserved sense. And maybe that's what it is. Because I know they're shy. I know Virgo, that there's definitely something behind that shyness, because they're so people pleasing. I want to be perfect. I don't want to show their bad parts. But I definitely want to know behind those Virgos, what's hiding. What is hiding? All right. So normally what I was doing, I was telling everyone before, and is I would pull this. I would say, okay, Virgo, here, this is for you. And I would just pull this. But then what I was doing is I was typically pulling, I started to pull double tarot decks on live, and I said, this is different, and I was letting people pull, but I'm like, how do I do this for the same for you guys? And that was a little delay. That's kind of why there was a delay from the portal to this. So what I decided is I'm basically going to pull the opposite side. So, and you'll see the result is this monster tarot deck, right? It's crazy. It's so crazy how big this thing is. So you can actually see there's a soul tribe right there. And I can still shuffle it. I can still get a pretty good shuffle in here. But then what I'll do is I'll pull for you, Virgo, and we'll see what pops up. It could be career, money, love, just general finance. It could be whatever, but we'll let whatever happens happen, and we'll roll with it, right? We'll let it happen. All right, Virgo, this is going to be for you. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't done so, check out that timestamp below. Check out your entire natal chart. Be sure to check out that moon rising. If you're here for your sun, your cross watchers, I know you guys are out there. Be sure to check that out too. And let's see what happens here. Ooh, this too. There's one. I don't know why it does that. I used to, in the past, I would do 2, 2, 2, and then it's been 2, 2, 1. It breaks it down. It's like the third card out and it takes it. So it doesn't want me to take that. It's when I get 2 cards, it says put it back now. And I don't know why that is. I can tell you what this card means, and this is soul exhausted, tired, and I was just telling you. I even told you, I said this is exhaustion card, right? I said, it's like you guys, Taurus, Virgo, I think this is even Capricorn. It's like your soul keeps receipts, right? And no efforts going unpaid. I think the universe is saying, hey, I know you're emotionally exhausted. This is very daunting. This is it's so tiring. And that's what happens. And this could be childhood all the way to now. This could be even you've had visions recently, or this could be something that's tiring you out. This could be transmission energy. But you're going to get to the end of this, and it's going to be a brand new start for you, just so you know here, Virgo. So it's there's definitely a brand new start happening. This is in the world, in 3D energy, it's happening because it's coming in 11:23. Something's coming in. But what's happening here is this is going to give you this brand new start. It's going to give you something in the 11/23 Sag season. So something's coming in between 11/23 and 12/21. Something is coming down into, you already know what's happening. I think you already feel it's happening. You already see it happening. Major changes. I think this is partly because of the wands. You're feeling strafed by this stress. A little bit. It could be passion. I don't know. You could be taking a brand new leap. It's almost like this is exhausting. King of Pentacles is almost like this an investment, but it could be something going backwards. There's devil in the details. There it is. Capricorn season. There's Capricorn season looking at December into January, and there's the wild card Leo energy. Past life energy also coming in with the, looks like intuitive. That, I mean, obviously we know the Virgo is intuitive, but there's something coming down here where the stability's being questioned or being put into, maybe there's a limit or there's a possibility of where we're going to head with this. Past life is obviously part of this, but there's definitely, you're being challenged at this moment with past life and stability. I don't see a lot of growth or success here, other than this love or this interest, or someone's interested in you. There's definitely two people tied together. I honestly feel like somebody's interested in you. Huh. You're just sitting, like, you're not saying anything. You're quiet about it. You're quiet about it. You're quiet about it. You're not saying much. You put investment in, but you're not saying anything more. You're like, I'm done. I'm putting my effort in. I'm done doing this. Yeah, life lesson. This is earth sign energy here too. But that we get like this kind of like, you're using this Taurus, Capricorn, earth sign energy support, but this is definitely life sign. I mean, it's life sign. It's definitely life lesson, but it's a life sign because you're saying, I'm using that intuition that I was talking about. Whatever this is, I feel like you have a brand new start or something. You feel like you've been tricked, or you feel like something is starting something brand new here. I would say honestly, like, this is either a no luck situation or a no rise situation. It's mathematical alignment, because this is a wise investment meets love, meets happiness. So as we're looking at this, this is kind of an ending from a brand new start. King of Cups. So we're looking deeper into this empathetic, tolerant leader. We're in opposition on something. Honestly, we're chained down to something. Do we not know which way to go? Logically, there's a brand new start coming, but we don't know which way to go. I feel like I feel like what's going down here is your power is not loud. It's felt. I feel like you're very quiet about whatever this is. This King of Cups is you're holding it back. You're holding it back. You want to say so much more, you're holding it back. And there's this past life moment about to erupt. About to erupt. Yeah, you might be moving on or moving on to something else. Yeah, yeah. I think you want to say what you want to say before you move on, and before you do something else. Yeah, this is Lady Justice. But one thing, let me say one thing. I think something else is always on your mind. Wow. It could be money. It could be money. It could be finances. It could be unequal. It could be not fair. I just don't feel like it's Curiosity Kid. It's like you have had it or something. It feels like it's not fair. By December. Unless this is Capricorn, unless you have Capricorn in your chart, unless Capricorn's coming in, like, I feel like you are whole, like, even in your energy here, being very honest with you, no BS. I feel like even your energy is like, I don't want to say it. It's like you have had it. It's like you're with somebody and you've had it and you've had it and you're like, you're too You're too respectable to be rude. And that's what's happening. I'm like serious, I would say. Or it's a people pleaser energy is what I pick up on. It's honestly like you're health conscious, you understand that, you get it, and you're very smart about what you're doing. Wow. I mid-deck pulled that. You guys can go back and rewatch it. I think you have love for who you are, and you don't want to look bad. Brand new starts coming in. I think you're going to go do something else. Whatever that means to you, I think I think Curiosity Kid, I think you're looking at different things. It could be a person, job. I think it might be jobs. I think you're looking at a different job. But you're tied to something right now. Being very honest with you. But this golden opportunity is coming in. Really feel like a golden opportunity is coming in. I think you have just you want to say so much more, and you're like, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be quiet. And you want to say so much more. And this might be you leaving a job. And I feel like it might be you even leaving a job. And you're like, I'm done. I'm leaving this job. I'm going to find this better job. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to be very nice. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Hello, hi. Hey, hi. Hi. But you want to leave because you're like, I don't want to be. It feels like you're not appreciated. Wow. I feel like this is a theme with earth signs. I'm trying not to laugh, but Taurus, I felt like that was a sign. Virgo feels like you're not appreciated. Is Capricorn the same? Do me a favor, Virgo. Check out your entire signs and leave your comment. If this is this thing, leave a thumbs up or comment better. Let me know. Say, I am appreciated. Caps, am, all caps. Like, I am appreciated. Literally, let me know because let me know because I appreciate you. Like, I see it. I see it. I'm seeing it. It feels like you're like you appreciate you. That's the harder part in the reading is it's hard to say, oh, you're not appreciated because you appreciate you. Like, you do appreciate you. Like, hell yeah, and that's the thing is I had that earlier with another reading, and it was like there was no appreciation, even for self. And this is not you. You're like, I appreciate me. Wait, don't say that. And like, that's why I'm like, yes, you do. You appreciate you. And that's why you're like, I'm not going to keep going this direction if it's not the right direction. So do me a favor, check out your other parts of your signs and let me know if that's like, if your moon energy of your moon sign, or if any cross watcher energy applies. Let me know what you guys think, if that really works or if that's working the way I was told it would work. I am very fascinated with that, and the only way I can know if it works is if you guys can share your thoughts. So that's why, Capricorn, I'm going to ask you the same thing. So if you guys can share that energy when you guys are on here, and just share your thoughts on this, when you guys are on and you're part of the process. Let me know what you guys are hearing or seeing, because I want to know what is coming down the pipe. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what's happening with this information, because if you guys are getting crosswatcher and you're coming back and you're like, wow, that is my crosswatcher energy, or if that's like your moon sign or your rising, you're like, whoa, that all lined up, then let me know. And I know it's a general reading. It can't fit for everybody, and take what reads and take what matters. But obviously, I'm very fascinating on a scientific level too when I do this. What does matter? What fits? What doesn't fit? And that's what I want to see. I want to see what is actually aligning for you guys, because that matters most for me. All right. So what else I was doing? What I've been doing is like I would normally take this for Capricorn, right? And then after this, I would shuffle, and I'll still do that in a moment. But what I'll do is I'll take this for Capricorn, and I would just read. But what I've been doing is taking like the duality deck. So what I'll do in the beginning, when I first read today, I took Aries and this, like 1 and 6. So this I'm going to take 3 and 6 for Capricorn energy. And it's just mixing the tarot decks. It's putting them together, saying like my deck and the moon deck, or the divine deck and the moon deck. It's just mixing up the cards, so making it more impossible for me to have the same tarot cards. And I still kind of shuffle them together, but and I'm still going to shuffle in between here. But do me a favor, if this resonates with you, if you're like, what? And it's crazy, because like this is nuts, right? Look at the size of this thing. See? And maybe you're holding back. If this is you, if you're kind of in this message, like, I'm not going to message them. Nope. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Or someone's not messaging you. If that immediately is hitting home, hit the thumbs up, because this is a monster tarot deck. And so anything can come out here. Any message could come out. Anything's possible. Anything is possible for you. So that could be a big sign for you at this moment. And let's get in here. Let's dive into this. Actually, you know what? Let me get a sip of some iced tea here. Wait. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys, right? Let's see what's happening in your worlds. And I hope this works for you. I hope this is something you are enjoying. I have a feeling you might. I have a feeling you guys are really enjoying the Zodiac. It seems like it's a big piece of the channel that I didn't know was missing. So I'm happy you guys can be part of it. It adds a little bit of flair to the live, right? And if you're looking for anything like a private reading, do yourselves a favor, check out cosmicboogeyman.com, and be sure to be part of that process, okay? Let's do this. Let's get going here, because reality is always bending and shaping. And then after this, I'll pause. I'll just take a break. I'll leave the camera running because I want to show you guys the shuffle process, so you can be like, hey, you know, it is kind of interesting. I try to make them shuffle. I try to shuffle them without going too crazy or wasting time. But Capricorn, you know, you're not awakening, right? You're returning into this lifetime, or getting back into whatever this is. And we're going to figure out what this is, because our soul, or your soul, it precedes every decision you make. And that's a big point of this. This is an angelic message. So it skips me, in the sense that an angel is handed this from the inside. Like, it's kind of like from the divine to my hand, right? You're taking action. Good for you, Capricorn. Good for you. You're taking action. I know it's tough, but the angelic hand says you're taking action. What happens when you get that knowledge, or you take action? How does that change your perspective? We've been talking about this. You take action. And second card out says, the angel says, I have something more to say. Your logic, Capricorn. We talk about your logic for a second. That's what I get. So emotionally, you're taking action. You're breadcrumbing, right? I'm going to be honest. You're breadcrumbing. Logically, the angel says you're breadcrumbing. You're giving to one, and you're making someone wait, whatever that means, right? And so you're making someone hold back. And I'm putting you on notice here. I'm putting you on blast here, Capricorn. You know, you little minx. But whatever that means, it's kind of like you're putting someone on kind of hold, right? And that doubt, or whatever that is, and you can sit here and go back and forth, but that success, it's already complete. You're just catching up to it. And I think what we're doing here is you might be holding somebody, or holding yourself to the success. Maybe you're kind of saying, hey, I can, maybe, I don't know. And maybe you're holding yourself back. That could be you. But those miracles, or whatever that is that you're holding back, you're resistant to whatever this is. You're taking action on this. Look at, there's the angel right there. See, mid-deck pull. It's saying, hey, I'm here. You have an angel on your side. You're resistant to whatever this is that makes you feel good, the thing that makes you feel amazing. And this could be the turning point in your ancestral line, saying, hey, what if you didn't exist? What couldn't happen? This passion here, this other half, this passion you feel, right? The moment you feel connected or aligned, or almost like spirit and physical, or, you know, that, like, whatever this is, it's like the future self is speaking, or almost protecting you through your intuition. And that's it. It's really getting into that voice communication. So it's communicating through this Akashic energy. How cool is that? So it's delivering you a message through Akashic energy. I think you're having maybe physical touch, or you're getting connected, or want physical connection with somebody. That connection is divinely guided. It is past life. It is marriage. Or it looks like marriage driven. Angelic marriage on top of that. There's a cup here, King of Cups, Scorpio energy. On top of the Scorpio energy, we're picking up on the Temperance, which would bring Sag energy. We're getting the depth. We're getting the depth driven. We're getting rebirth energy. We're dipping our toe in. Leviathan energy. It's the spirit of the universe, right? It's that, like, it's the universe that's in hiding. So when I pick up on that, that's the universe giving us that, like, weird message that it exists because it has to exist. Like, without the universe, we have no glue to keep us together, kind of thing. There's definitely action, take passion, and then there's depth. Wish granted, something big's happening. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups granted. We have this moment of clarity. Pentacles here is also part of this. This is the clarity on this sense that something bigger is coming down. Akashic record. It's the communication. There's something off kilter, almost like you don't see what this is. You don't. The little birdie's trying to tell you, it is truth. It's all reality. Like, this card is trying to overwrite this. Like, an angel's trying to help you write it. These are your cornerstones. Take action. An angel in this cornerstone, in that truth, nurturing, empathetic, tolerant leader at the soul level. That's taking action here. But we're looking at it from a very deep perspective of, what do you want to end up as? What is the end? What is the truth? The one that you're giving to is what you'll end up with. So whatever you're actually giving to is how this will end. Whatever you're actually giving to will how it will end. That's the success. That's the moment you look at this and say, because whatever you want to give to, your soul's intelligence, that's what you're giving to. You can fake it and make it and say, I'm going to do this and it's going to work out and it looks great, but that's just lying. You're just lying to yourself. Because once you see your power, pretending to be small feels like you're just making it all up, like you're playing pretend. Remembering that blueprint that you authored or created before you were even born, that is part of this. And you guys know what I'm talking about, especially you, Capricorn, because that's this part of this, saying, I'm communicating to that part of myself. Are you activating it? Possibly. That's this little birdie telling me, possibly. But you have to find the courage to say, I want this. I want this. Like, that's the golden position, saying we're taking activation. Do you want this? But do you want this? Because it means a whole life change. It means you're switching gears. It means you're conquering one thing, moving on to the next challenge. It means you're done with this and you're moving on to the next. But it's very burdensome. It's very troublesome. It means you're going on to the next commitment, next marriage even, right? It's like saying, hey, I'm done with this and I'm on to something bigger. The universe is offering this challenge because you're worthy of it. Manifestation, right? As above, so below. What have you asked for, Capricorn? What have you wanted? What have you basically put out there to the universe? Either written, verbally. What have you said, I want? What have you called for? Because your voice carries authority, because it carries memory. And this turning point is part of that. This is that moment you say, hey, wow, I am part of this ancestral line. I am making something happen where I am legacy. And when you look at the reality, when you look at this and saying, hey, I'm no longer going to worry, I'm going to start creating, that's Princess of Prince Charming, angelically touched, saying, you have the hand, you have this golden cup. So whatever's coming in to take action, it's not about the passion, not about the take action, it's about the love that you give. So Capricorn, what are we doing here? It's about the growth mindset. It's not about not giving to someone, it's about giving to you. Yeah, it's about giving to you. It's about allowing this to come in. It's about the attraction energy. What if you're restoring what others forgot was possible? What if you're creating? Like, do you believe in those portals, those times? What if I said, hey, 1111? Or what if I said to you 123 or 333? Or what if I said to you, like, 555? Does that change anything? Does that spark something in you? Because that's the moment where we're starting to look at your timeline code. We're looking at the spirituality. That's the Capricorn energy saying, I know regret and I have a hard time focusing on the future. Overwhelmed energy, as it would be, right? Because you get locked into the fear 11/23 Sagittarius season. We have to walk away from what's no longer serving us. Even if we say we say it out loud, but we still have it. We have to disconnect and walk. Disconnect and walk. That means no longer checking Facebook or checking social media or Instagram or checking on people, right? Or messaging with people that no longer give to us, that we know they're not going to give to us. By the end of listen, end of Sag season, and this is straight up into the new year. They're telling you, into the new year, Capricorn, you are you. It's you first and only you. If you find yourself getting sullen and worried and somber about somebody else, stop. I am good enough. I am valuable. Right? And once you see that power, pretending to be small, it's gonna almost feel like you're sick. Because you're not small. You're not small. Your future self is really protecting you through this intuition. You can see it right here. And your voice, it's carrying itself so powerfully right now. With you, Virgo, Taurus, this depth, this earth energy, this powerful, this depth that you guys come in with is amazing. Because you're bringing the grounding that we need. Like, that's what we need. That's what we need. This is underneath it all. This is the rubble. But underneath it all, you're saying, hey, we're Akashic souls. We can whisper to the universe, and you are. You're saying, I'm choosing this path. Yes, you are. You're going to give to what matters. And make those people wait that don't matter. You're basically causing a tower moment on purpose. Right? Yes, yes, and yes. Capricorn, it's okay. I don't want so-and-so to get mad. I gotta go. Like, what? But do you want to stay? I'd love to stay. Like, think about that energy, right? So check out your moon sign, check out your rising, check out your Venus, check out your entire chart, and do yourself a big favor. Hit the subscribe button, come back, check out a live with me, and really dial into your energy. Dial into what your future is, your future self's trying to tell you here. Because that's what this is. Because you're the moment the miracle is saying it happens. It's happening. You're the spark. You're the moment the contract was signed saying, yes, it's happening. I love this for you. I do. I really love this for you because this is a really powerful, inviting moment. This is the moment the bobber on the fishing lure jumps underwater. And you've caught it. And you keep saying the future. The future is now. This is the future for you. That's powerful. Do you realize how powerful that is for you? Because that gives you this sense of justice. Like, you're like, I've been wanting this, but I've been afraid to ask for it, or I've been demanding this from the universe. The universe says no, and then you have this conversation, and now you have this dialogue that you've been building. That's the communication, the Two of Cups that you had. So do yourselves a favor, share it, check out all of my content on all of the social media, hashtag Mr. Cosmic. Or book a reading with me at cosmicboogeyman.com. But yeah, what I'll do now, I'm just going to I'm going to pause for a minute here. And what I'll do is I'll take a breather for a moment and then get some iced tea, shuffle the cards, and then I'll get going again with the air and water signs. So I'll start with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, then finish up with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're welcome to stick around, hang out with me as I just chat my way through this. And I'll just shuffle. So what I do is I take out all the tarot decks and I shuffle them. And I do this on camera just to give us a sense of inclusion. I want you guys to be part of this process so you know that I'm not messing around. I could pause the camera. I could I don't know, I guess I could do a lot of things. I could just cut this part out, but I want you guys to see this so you guys could be part of how I do it, so you can see how I shuffle the decks. Because what I'll do normally is I'll kind of split them in half like this, and I'll shuffle. I'm shuffling like right down, like natural half, like this. They feel split in half each other like that. And so, but anyway, I enjoy the double tarot deck readings. If you guys did, and you're here, and you're at this halftime extravaganza, let me know. Let me know you guys are enjoying this, because what it tells me is that we're having some kind of impact at this moment. And that's the moment I like to see. That's the moment the universe starts talking back to me. That's the moment I say, okay, we're doing something good. Like when I was drawn to go online on a night I wasn't supposed to, and the cards came in, and it was like this really powerful revelation about someone. They had lost their husband, you know, some months ago, and it was really powerful. It was like the cards were coming out saying, it's okay to date again. It's okay to date again. And I think we all thought about that. We all think about that. Would we want that from our partner? If they had passed away, or we had lost somebody, would we want them to come through and say, it's okay to date again? You know, especially like through me, say through Cosmic, right? Through here. Like, how would you feel about that? Because this is the thing. Before I even touched the tarot, I was doing spiritual mediumship. Never ever took a dime from anybody, for the record. And I did it for family. I did it because I needed to learn. I was like, something's going on here. And I did. I connected. Like, it was pretty bananas. I have some really amazing stories. But I talked to him. I commit to that fact. I definitely talked to him. To them who passed. So. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, when I first started doing it, and I would use a pendulum, you know, like the old wives' tale. And up a little bit here. But I done that. I was like, this is so weird. But if someone didn't believe, like if someone was like, this is false, it wouldn't work right. It just wouldn't work right at all. Like, and it, like, people say, oh, you're controlling the pendulum. I'm like, I'm not. Like, I'm not. When I lost my mother-in-law and stuff, I knew. That's how I knew it was working. I'm like, this is really working. But the pendulum thing is crazy. Like, I've seen some amazing stuff. That's why I think we are headed, if we're not already, into New Earth. Like, that's why I think this whole new financial system had to switch. You got to think, we're going off planet eventually. It's happening faster. You bring AI online, it's going to help with fuel, ships. Like, we're not going to be able to be slowed down, right? Logically, we can't. We won't be able to get slowed down because we have support. We'll be building better, faster, more efficient travel. So, as far as an Aquarius mind goes, and I'm Aquarius, I think that we're going to be heading in that direction. So all I just did there is I micro shuffled, and I took all the tarot decks, split them again into piles of 12, and I took those and shuffled them. So now what I'm going to get is I'm going to basically pull those together again. So I'll take this one to this one, and then I'll put it together. See? And I just randomly put them back into piles. See? You'll see, it's going to be random. And then I can just jump right back in. And this should work. It should work. All right. So what I did earlier was I did this. And I grabbed these two for the first run. So this would be for Gemini. But yeah, what I like doing this has actually been interesting, and we'll get started here in the next song. Let's get my sip of iced tea in here. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I did earlier is, ooh, here we go. Is I basically took tarot decks and I just started to put them together. And I was on live. I was like, wow, this is fascinating. And it was like I had more information. It was like I had a better toolkit. So I used to do this a while ago. I had these double tarot decks, like for my friends, right? I would just kind of take both of them together, and I only had 2 tarot decks. I had my primary, my secondary, and I put them together because I was like, it felt like I knew the cards. So we're gonna pull here for you, Gemini, and we're gonna see what comes out. I'm just randomly grabbing 2 tarot decks. It's basically my sun deck and my moon deck. So we'll see what happens here. We'll pop out. There's obviously an exploration, there's a looking out, there's an Akashic, the beginning of something, right? 3, 2, 1. This is kind of like Aries, Empress, Emperor energy. Feels like, Gemini, you're in this duality, you're holding on to something, you're online looking up something, looking up something, looking up something. There's your Empress, there it is, see? Yeah, Empress, Emperor energy. Can I not call it? Anyway, Gemini, whatever it is you're looking up, whatever it is, you're in that fiery, want something, desiring, there's a desire that's happening, there's an Akashic, there's an angel touch card right here, and then we have the Tea-Stain Tarot, which is like basically a universe right to you. It's a postcard. So we have this message, or we have this messenger. The World card comes in with the sense of like, hey, this completion, we have completion, there's something happening, but this is coming in from highest self, saying, hey, message comes down to you. This is what you want. Angelically, this is what you've been asking for, right? That wand that you're holding on to, that's the one. There could be somebody else, or somebody else waiting, or this could be somebody else interested, or somebody else wanting you. But this is the one. There's the Emperor right there. Look at. So this person that you're talking about could be older, could be an older gentleman, could be this older, more scholarly male. But they have stability. They have fire. They know what they're doing. They're not waiting on anybody. And they have you on your head, essentially, is what I'm being told. This message comes from them or to them, but they are very stable. They know exactly what they want, or they're bringing in this. You can see how the white hairs here and here. They're in there. They're in there. They just exist. Makes you feel better. It's honestly, it feels like people kind of hover around them. There's people around this other person. I think that in itself makes you feel better. Their completion, you want them, but don't tell them. I think look at this. Wow. Mid-deck pool, you can go back and rewatch that. Unbelievable. They're everything you want and more. So, this is Gemini energy, just so you guys know. Like, you can see how it's this. Or you can even look at it like this way, too. Like, this is, like, as a Gemini, this is like, you're like, this is everything I wanted and stuff I didn't even know I wanted. They're everything, but there's an imbalance, or there's something the universe is like putting you through a test, saying you have to do something. Honestly, like, it's really it's putting you through the paces. Like, you get messages, or you're like, I want to say something. No, I want to say something. No, your tree of life, very powerful read here at your root chakra, at your base, saying, hey, you're holding back, but this is your ultimate test. Think of it like being attacked on all angles. By, I feel like the sexiest of possible partners who's available. See, look, I'm telling you, like, on all 4 corners, top, southeast, it's like a 8-sided cube, and you're just existing. You're like, please stop, I don't need this, and they're like, no. How are you? Hello. And it's very sexy, because this is marriage incoming. This person is destined for you. This person is definitely destined for you. You like this. You want this person more than you want, and it honestly feels like you or them. One of the two of you are breadcrumbing each other. There feels like either Gemini energy in here, Aquarius, could be Libra, but it feels like there's some kind of like holding back. It feels like this kind of like resistance is happening, because we have the Libra, we have some Aquarian energy. We have, obviously, the Gemini showing up here. But it's a life lesson for both of you. Lots of money coming in, too. Wow. Lots of money. I think you know who this is, or you have an idea. If they're an older person, Wow. They feel like an older person. They're connected to you. It comes in with this sense of like clarity. For you, I don't know if it is. It gets a little confusing, but there's a cup of love being offered. There's definitely sneakiness or confusion, but passion is absolutely there. Pain, brand new start. I would have to say, yeah, Gemini, Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, Devil in the details. I think you see this. It's like two ships passing in the night. Something's happening, but you can't put your finger on it. You know something's coming down here. Yeah. December's like the deadline for whatever this is, but I feel like this is happening. No, my mistake. I think you're together in December, or this happened in December. But 11/23. Look at that. Mid-deck pull, you can go back and rewatch it. That's crazy. Gemini, I'm not sure what you're looking for in this person, but they have everything you want and check every box, and then the other boxes, and then they grab another worksheet, check those boxes just to prove they can check boxes, and then they check more boxes. They're a life lesson. Like you won't find another version of this person and another person. I think you already know that, and I think you're already saying out loud to yourself, I know. and that's what's scary. Yeah, I know. God damn it, I know. No, that's crazy. Good reading. So do yourself a huge favor, Gemini. If you haven't done so, check out the moon, the rising, the Venus sign. The links are below. Go into there and then really look at all of those signs, because this is a very telling reading. If you wouldn't, hit the thumbs up, right? And leave a comment if this resonated with you. If this is like for you, leave a comment. Yeah, let me know this is for you, because wow, claim it from the universe. Like, how can you not claim this? Good God, man. That is crazy. That's awesome. But check me out on all the socials, hashtag Mr. Cosmic, and don't be afraid to follow me and leave a comment when you see me over there and say, hey, just saying hi. I appreciate you guys for being part of the channel. As always, I really appreciate you for taking your time for being part of the for the journey with me, because it helps me see not only myself grow, but us grow, all of us grow. And that makes me be part of this journey and feel appreciated. All right, Libra, how are you guys doing? Libra, I thank you for being here. As always, Libra, thank you for being part of this journey. And if you can do me a favor, Libra, leave a comment below and check out your entire natal chart by simply clicking on the links below. The timestamps are already pre-done for you. Go over to Cafe Astrology or check me out on any of the other socials. But I have pre-stamped everything, so you guys can cross-watch, or you can check out anywhere else in your own chart. But I did this so you guys will be able to find yourselves on the chart here. But what I've been doing is I've been telling everybody, I've been doing this. I've been kind of taking the signs and taking one tarot deck. So typically I would do this for Gemini, Libra, and then Aquarius. But for you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this tarot deck, and I've been basically taking this and then reading across the other side. So, and we'll see how this works, and see how it pulls out. It should be interesting. Should be fine. But Libra, I'm very curious to see what pulls out in your reading here. And let me get a sip of some iced tea as I get started. Right? get some chowder. All right, so it could be for career, finance, money. It could be for future self, higher self, ancestral. It could be for anything. That's what's been fascinating with the readings. And it's been really crazy is because I have two tarot decks. It could be anything without question. So soul readings, right? Truth seeking. T-State and Tarot comes out from the universe, skips me to you, says, hey, Straight up, that's a truth seeker. Aquarian energy, air sign energy, Libra energy, male justice card. Could be police, could be fire, could be that someone works in that police or fire industry. Emotions. Could be someone playing with emotions. Could be the one controlling emotions as well. But we're getting in that place when you're not fitting in, you're controlling how you fit. Like, if that makes sense. Because you're not attracting followers, you're activating the dormant frequency energy. That's like it's ready to rise. Look at this. Logically, you feel a lot of Cancer energy coming around you. Angelic Cancer, you feel like that dormant Cancer energy. This is that ancient Cancer energy. The ones that are really supportive. I love this for you, Libra. Black or white comes in. We have the Two of Homes. We have the happiness. We have that. It's fighting and rising above. That's the moment of your clarity. Even under the duality or the imbalance of the duality, we have this growth with the wands here. Even the balance of the wands. So let me see here. Let me see what this is. Oh, brand new start. Okay, that makes sense. So Libra, you could be facing a brand new start. I think you are facing a brand new start. Spiritually, you're facing a brand new start, even in the emotional aspects, because with the short throw energy, it's saying something's coming in. Logically, you know this, you feel it, you have it. It's obviously coming in. You have this sense of something's happening. You fought the fight. You know you got there. That's what the battle is. You know this. It's a change. Does it have to be a relationship change? Yes. Creation, maybe. I don't know. But there's definitely something sneakily coming in. Something's coming in through the back door. And you know the universe is saying, hey, this is going to happen one way or another. So, like it or love it or leave it, it's going to happen, Aquarius. You kind of know it has to happen anyway. That's that Aquarian, like, truth-seeking energy anyway, right? So, the Libra part of this gives us that like balance. Says, hey, if it has to happen, it brings in that like you're bringing that balance to the situation with the 7 to the 8 swords here, and then it goes to 10 with the ending. Yeah, with the brand new start. Yeah, so something has to end to have a brand new start. So if you want this to be a brand new start, then something has to end. And there's the dark horse candidate. I think something's sitting outside the gates. Libra, are you looking to start something new? Maybe a job. It might be for driving. Might be a relationship, because we have the change in relationship. Could be relationship status. Something sneaky. Could be a sneaky relationship. Maybe a sneaky friendship, sneaky relationship. Because something is changing. There's definitely an ending to a relationship change that becomes the one. Battled your way to the top out of this, just so you know. You're worth it. You invested in this. You took your time. This is not just a fluke. Not just a fluke. You didn't just get there. This is beginning to happen because you put your time in. You did not just happen to fall into this. This is a weird... Universe says, no, this is time for this to happen. The universe isn't testing you, I guess, a better way. It's calibrating you to this other person. That's what's happening. As you see the red and blue, it's starting to feel like this is happening on purpose with this other person. It could be water sign or feelings energy with this other person. It could be traveling with this other person, because this is the card that usually comes out with this card. So it's saying that you're the one or they're the one. I think you would look at it like maybe you were giving them the credit instead of realizing you're the one. Your stability, or their stability. There's a stability situation that comes in here every time you think like you're behind or you weren't enough. The reality is you were exactly where you should have been. You're exactly that person that you should have always been. That stability you bring, the version of you that you're calibrating to is the one that lived in the now. That version of you. That version of you that's living in the now is starting to the now. Like, you're not trying to start in the future. You're starting now. That's the difference. So Libra energy, you know that you're not chasing destiny. It's catching up to the now, to this version of you now. And so the manifestation didn't fail. It's just restarting to now. It's kicking off to now. So you basically were holding, you're waiting for this thing to catch you because you're so powerfully aligned that you couldn't see it coming. You said, I feel it coming. And you were right. It is. It's coming. And so you're waiting for it to come up. It's this, it's almost, I call it like an inflection point, right? It's an inflection point. So that inflection point is coming in and you're saying, I'll have a backup key. A backup key. How crazy is that? Most people need both. You would need one. You're like, no, I'll use one. I'll have a backup key. And that's crazy because you've learned that your wish, your manifestation, your intention comes along with alignment. And that's what this is, Libra. Because you're balancing it out. You're not trying to push into something. You're not trying to negotiate. You're trying to say, hey, I'm doing this quantum shift for purpose. Your timeline is bringing in this alignment with the higher self. You know it. Like this was something you foresaw, like you brought into the purpose here. So what this is it's bringing in this alignment, but it's showing you that you're getting there on purpose. Like you have to go like through the dark to get to the light. That's the difference with you. So you have to go through the dark to get to the light. And I see what I see here, but this is telling me that this is like divine partnerships even. Because you're going through this very beautiful connection. And I want to say this King of Pentacles, this divine King of Pentacles, weren't they in here? Am I imagining this? Let me keep going. I'm messing this whole reading up here. Gemini lover energy, Libra energy comes in. There's definitely feelings. There's feelings that are coming out more and more and more, whatever this is, Libra energy. And I think that's what this is. I think maybe we're heading into that feelings are coming out. The universe says this is destined. It's destined. And what we're having is this moment where you're realizing that you're destined to have this happen. And maybe this is attracting new followers or new subscribers, whatever this is, but this is happening because your desire is not craving it. This is a signal of what's already yours. It's saying, you know, this fear is only appearing because you're not, I guess it's appearing because you're at the edge of expansion. I see. Yeah. You're at the edge of expansion but it's happening. But let yourself feel it. Say, oh no, like even on this channel, Libra, like I was like, oh no, I said, is this it? And it all of a sudden, boom, it exploded again. And those events or those random things, those are all coded. Those aren't random things. They happen for a reason. That's my tower moment. And there's your tower moment. So I'm telling you, Libra, it happens because the universe is like, get ready. And it's not because we brought the tower moment on. It's because it happened. So whatever this is, that silence, that moment that causes you to go, wait, alert, 911, alert, whatever that is, you're saying you're waiting. It's when you're getting tired. It's a sign you're shedding an identity. You're moving into something more important, more aligned with yourself. So it is happening. I really do. It's not a job, it's a frequency. It's a big difference, a big difference, right? It's not feeling like a work or job anymore. It's feeling like you're going into something more aligned. Yes. Yeah. How about that for yourself? All right, my friends. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Become a member. Get more content like this early. Get access to members only lives, or even better, follow me on all of the social media and get access to all this content, very powerful content. Whenever I am going live, I'll hit you up. I'll let you guys know. But as always, check out the moon, the rising, the sun in all of your chart. Don't limit it, or even cross watch. Even check out the cross watchers. You know what I'm saying? But don't be afraid to check out the entire chart. But share this with mom. Share this with your mom. Say, hey, mom, want to say something? And say, hey, and tell her I said hi. Really. All right, my friends. I'll keep going. Let's keep going. And I think up next, we have the who is that? Aquarius. I know those guys. I'm just kidding. I knew the Aquarius for next. I knew. Aquarius, how are you? As always, love you guys. I'm an Aquarius. You're an Aquarius. I save this moment. I savor this moment. I haven't really read for myself. Not like this. I don't read with these guys. Not like this. Not like this. Not until this Zodiac. I really thought about that, and I really don't. I throw my energy in with you, and I see what happens, and Whatever happens. Could be finances, could be whatever. And I try not to read myself as much as I don't have to, but I enjoy reading. And I love reading for other people. I love getting into that energy. I move beyond that. Is I do read for myself once in a big while, like if something happens, but it those late nights of reading myself are gone. Like I don't read myself. I go live and I read. It's way more fun for me. And what I will do is I will take just like this deck. I used to take just one tarot deck, and now what I've been doing is I've been adding to it. So I'll take this and then another tarot deck. So it's way more fascinating. So when I've been doing this on live, it's kind of like making it even more difficult, right? But Aquarius, let's see what this brings out. So we're looking for the King of Swords, the Star, the 5, 6, 7 of Swords. Those cards are Aquarian cards. And then this is like some special card that I ended up throwing in there, and I thought it was super cheap and campy. And I'm like, this is gimmicky. And I was not trying to put it in. I put it back in the box. It was almost like 3/4 of the way in. And it jumped. And I'm not kidding. 3/4 of the way in. And it was this and another one. They went in and they jumped back out. As though some hand pulled them out or bumped them out. I was like, come on. But there's no one forever. No one will ever know. It's one of those things I'll just have to take with me to my grave eventually and be like, hey, it happened. But they were pushed back out because I was like, I want some other modifier cards. And then they had me take a red card and then these. And it just said thank you. But what it's really saying is it's like a thank you card from the universe. And it's really also a thank you to you guys, like for being part of the channel, and a thank you card for being grateful, a reminder to me. All right, Aquarius. So let's see here. So it's very appropriate as I had pulled the card in the Aquarian for me being Aquarian. So let's see what comes out here. Could be anything. Stuck. Like a quagmire of cards. All right, let's take a look. I'm gonna pick a song here for us. And this one's done. So I want to start on a new song. I think it's way more fun. Isn't it more fun like that? Yeah, there it is. There you go. Yeah. All right, we got some Gemini lover energy. Angel touched. Looking back at the past, have a lot on their mind. A lot on their mind. Standing on a hill. Trying to get better perspective on something. Giving me 2 cards. One does not want to come out. This is a Akashic record standing there, using their intuition, upside down, top down. The other one is King of Cups. Logically, there's definitely some, looks like a possibility they're using their intuition to determine if there's a person, or maybe Aquarian. I don't know if this is you. This could be you. Could be Gemini. Could be a Libra. Could be Aquarius. But it feels like that could be Gemini. That could be Cancer energy. But someone's holding their feelings back. That's what it feels like more than anything. But we have this Capricorn energy on the other side, on the here and now. Looks like there's 2 women or 2 other women. Feels like in this relationship, or there's feelings about women. Interesting. Wow. Maybe this isn't the case. Maybe there's Cancer, Capricorn. Maybe there's some other things working, building, creating. T-Stain Tarot on this side. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's what's coming down. Making money. Money coming in for the Aquarian. I love this. Money coming in. This is basically from the universe. Skips me and jumps right to you guys saying money's coming in. It's gotta come in. It looks like it's only one, but it's gonna start to come in. It's gonna overflow. 1123. Fast moving action. Intuition. Not with the money, not with the Gemini, but with this. I think this is Aquarian energy predicting it. I think you can probably sense this being very fair, because those emotions, they're not experiences, they're instructions. You've been seeing it with signs, synchronicities, and the universe says the emotions with maybe the Cancer, with the Capricorn, they've been coming in alignment with these numbers, with the intuition, and the Gemini is not quite there yet. The Gemini is coming in with this Emperor energy, and at the base of the emotions, where the emotions are, that's where they live, that's where they sit. But there's some kind of misalignment. Past life could be with this person, But there's that 1123 that sits there at the cusp with this money in them. So something's actually sitting there on the outside of this. There's the Capricorn at the base root of the emotions. Past life with the Capricorn, and there's the Gemini at the other cornerstone. Wow. But this... Huh. I don't know if this is the Gemini or Aquarius. It looks like this could be the Gemini or Aquarius. This is Akashic. There's some kind of Akashic record. There is something that's in play here with this Gemini Aquarian energy. Looks like that's what's happening, or it could be the Cancer. But Capricorn energy looks like it's also in play. We have this. This is Aries energy. Wow, lots of energy in play here. Aquarian, let me know what's going on, because you can see all of these cards. There's lots of play. Lots of sneaky play. Maybe there's somebody that's interested and hasn't said anything. That could be as well with the cups here. Feels like, yeah, there's a cup there. It's almost like somebody's holding back their true feelings or don't want to say what they say. And there's someone looking into what this is. Interesting. Relationship change incoming. That's what it looks like to me. There's definitely some kind of relationship that's imminently changing, just so you know. Because we have the intuitive messenger coming in on top of the intuitive messenger. Like, it's the intuitive messenger split up, and we know there's a messenger coming in versus like the messenger or the intellectual messenger. So we're breaking that down to someone's trying to figure something out. Someone's curious about something. It looks like someone's very curious about either you, Aquarius. It looks like someone's trying to figure you out. That's what I'm really getting, to be very honest. Someone wants to figure you out. It's like, I can't figure him out or figure her out or figure them out, because there's a lot of people in this energy, and it's like non-gender specific, because it looks like friends first, and they want to see something, and they're trying to figure the situation out, and they keep coming back and keep coming back, and they want to figure the situation out. Could be Virgo even in here too, because this is it's like justice energy, like finally, and then they come back, come back. And people just keep coming back because they want to figure the thing out, and they just don't figure it out. But there's that Gemini justice, lover energy, Scorpio energy, almost rebirth comes in. It's almost like dodged a rebirth. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. Aquarius, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? And if thumbs up if you see this. Please thumbs up if you see this. Like, that's astronomically impossible. But there's 3 people trying to come back. Lovers, past people. A Scorpio wants to but won't bring themselves to do it. Just so you know, they're way out here. Look, see? They won't bring themselves to do it. There's a Gemini, or there's 2 Geminis. Or one air sign, another air sign, that they come across as trying to be friends. Aries energy out here, Capricorn at the root chakra. But there's Virgo energy, has close access. There's Libra energy. Tower moment incoming, just so you know. This is gonna get yeah, Capricorn. Happiness, growth. There's an ending, or Capricorn. Virgo. There's a Gemini absolutely looking, trying to figure it out, they want something, but they won't do anything about it. I don't know who this person is. It could be a coworker, but in December something happens. It feels like it. That's what it feels like. It's like stressed or worried, or I don't know. Someone's interested. I can tell you, there's a lot of people interested right now, Aquarian. And it's very, very much like emotions. Or something to the, memories or something, because these emotions are not experiences, they're instructions. At least the cards are coming across with these instructions. And that's why when we don't read, or we kind of take a pause, we take a moment to align our feelings. So we say, okay, what does this mean? But there's definitely feelings, or there's people in here who are aligning, right? And there's money coming in, right? Because of this alignment. With this alignment coming in here. But there's definitely a moment of coming in. This is Aries, this is Scorpio. There's some other energy playing a part in here, a wild card energy playing a part here as well. So you have people interested in you, have people in there that, and what's fascinating is there's not a lot of people offering communication as much as interested parties wanting to come back. But there's this one person that wants to change everything. And this could be a coworker, it could be someone you're working on things with, it could be one of those kind of situations. But very fascinating. But those three of wands back to back, very fascinating. Or not back to back, but all placed in the same place. I had no idea. Interesting. I'm gonna do something like this. I normally wouldn't just bury the cards out. But this way I don't know what cards I just got rid of. So it kind of eliminates that possibility. And I'll just take a couple out of here. Okay. Like, really. Wow. Crazy. Am I right or am I right? Make sure I didn't mess that up too much. I think we're good now. I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, so Aquarius, let me know what you thought of that. Seriously, leave a comment below. Did that resonate? Do you feel like people are in your energy, or people aren't saying anything, but they're in your energy, want more from you, but won't say much? Let me know. Let me know if you're cross-watching and you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. Just leave an emoji, like zip your mouth emoji, you know, saying you're cross-watching on an Aquarian. Like, hey, well, I'm one of those people. How fun would that be? Right? But let me know if you came in, you're like, oh yeah, actually I am looking up an Aquarian. How cool would that be? Just to kind of like, just for the universe to say, see, it is tracking. How about that? But anyway, thank you for being here. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, be sure to become a member, get access to this content, other content, teaching content, and other amazing, more profound content early. Let's keep moving, let's keep rolling, let's keep this train a-moving. As always, I love reading for you guys. But what are we doing? What are we going to do now? We're going to read for the Cancer. We're into the water signs. As always, like I say to you guys, appreciate the readings, appreciate everything we do here. But what I've been doing is I've been taking these tarot decks and I've been doubling them. So what I've been doing is taking the tarot decks, I'll just double them up, and I'm going to see what actually comes out of here. Like, how fun is this? So Cancer, you've been showing up a little bit frequently in these decks, a little bit in the even though I've been doubling these. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens. If you haven't done so, hit that like button before you join in here. Hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit that follow button on all of the social media. And if you haven't done so, become a member. It's very, very cheap, and you get to become an early member, early access member to all of this content, and get early access to lives and stuff that are member-only lives. It's really fun, and you get to vibe, hang out with me and the other members. Super fun, super fun. All right, my friends, let's move, let's roll, and let's enjoy this content. I appreciate all of you, especially you. You Cancers are very moving, nurturing people. So we're going to look for that Queen of Cups, that Chariot, that 2, 3, 4s of Cups, and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to mid-deck pull. We have 2 tarot decks going here. Anything's possible. We have 6 tarot decks in whole, but there are 2 micro tarot decks mixed together. So this is a monster tarot deck. Like, if you see it here, you can definitely tell this is a big tarot deck. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what happens. Still can shuffle it, you know what I'm saying, and I'm still gonna mid-deck pull. So I love doing this. So what I'll do is I'll pull from the middle like this, and there's the 1123. So that's you're a main character. You know it. Look at you. Look at those beautiful eyes. You know what I'm saying? You're a main character. Who are you kidding? Angel touched, right? You were put on this earth as an angel. Like, you have angel touched energy. You're divine. Who says you weren't? But that comes in with the base of harmony, the emotions. There's no person here. This is the angel. This is the, like, just talking on the phone, you know you're beautiful. Like, you have this beautiful energy. This is not even about your beauty. This is about what you bring into the connection. You are an amazing person. That soul, that beauty, that energy comes in. This is that divine Gemini energy. Maybe you're in love. Maybe you're falling in love. It's soul first. It could be soul first, but that's Gemini lover energy right there. Where maybe you're leading with heart first, right? Maybe your calling is not a job. Maybe it's the universe calling you and saying you're falling into like this energy of something bigger, emotions bigger. Because whatever it is, the universe is mirroring what you believe about yourself, and some things that you don't want go away. Some things you want more of come in stronger, right? They get clearer. And this is it looks like Aquarian energy. This is Six of Swords. It's end of January, beginning of February. It's tea stain tarot. It's raw, like if you believe it, you receive it kind of thing. It's that kind of energy. So something from your future self comes in. It looks like a mom and a child coming in. These cards are inseparable right now. I can't even separate them. Like, oh nope, they just separated. Sorry. So it looks like $1 million payday and the unstoppable, like the man who won't stop, the hangman. Because if it was in the reverse, it would be the other way. What is on here? I don't even know what that is. So weird. Actually, I don't know what this is. I don't know. It feels sticky, but it's not. So weird. Weirdo. Okay, Four of Cups. So let's keep going. Four of Cups. Cancer energy, as I was saying, but in reverse, it's saying we're kind of holding off. We're just waiting. We're not giving the full blunt of our Gemini lover energy. Something's coming in, almost meeting us halfway, or like we'll wait, but it's coming in to meet us. Working at it, working on it, working with us. Money's there. Money meets us there. Money will be there. That's the sun. That's the happiness. There's that baby. I'm telling you, it feels like there's a child, or there's almost a child involved. There's a child there, like having a child. Look at Ace of Cups. So this makes you want to go that direction more. Almost like ignored messages, or there's something there. There's the Aquarian again. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarian. I don't know if you have an Aquarian in your chart, or if there's an Aquarian that's playing out, or there's Aquarian in this relationship. But that's Aquarian, that's working on it. That right there, Eight of Pentacles, is Virgo patience or Hermit energy. That's Knight of Pentacles. Dark horse candidate. Two cards out here. There's the Queen of Pentacles. There's Capricorn energy, Devil in the details, and there's a brand new start in hiding. So we have this moment of like, what are we doing? There's the Hangman. They're not holding back. See, they don't hold back. That's kind of the way it almost feels sexy to you. See, first time we get it, there's a very high intuition to this person or to the situation, almost like you're being guided by the universe. Go left, right, left. And you know every decision you're making has been the right decision or the correct decision. Almost like sneakily guided. Like the universe has been your compass. And you're like, this is not fair. But this bold person comes in, meeting you halfway. Like, how did you get here? They go, the universe. They go, the universe. They know how they got here. And they're very, they're not ashamed to say it. Where you're almost ashamed to say it. Or you're ashamed to kind of admit that you use this, like, trick, like this intuition. And your intuition is not a game. It's not a guess. Yours is recognition. And theirs is like a game. Like a guessing. So whoever this person is meeting you halfway, saying like, I fight to get here. I battle. I treat myself like, and like they're like, they're like, in this person's the one, or they're gonna be the one. There's no one like them to you. Like when you see them, meet them, hear them, feel them, you're like, there is no one like you. You affect my soul, and you can't get enough of them. Is how I feel. It's almost like you want more of them. Like, give me everything. I want more of you. And you want to get back together. Like, every time they leave, you want to get back together with them. Like, they're the completion to everything. They're like the epitome of emperor energy and hiding, if that makes sense. Like, you know they're an emperor. They haven't announced their emperorhood yet. If that makes sense. Or they haven't announced their empresshood yet. Whoever this person is, they feel safe. You know, others feel safe around. So that makes you regulate your energy or your nervous system. So you're like, huh. So that allows you to feel like maybe this isn't a rejection. Maybe this is it's removing the anchors. Like you're like, whoa. And it's the first time you can feel that way because it's the first time in your life you're having a breakthrough. And maybe this comes after a period of questioning or stillness, or now it's coming with calibration because you're locking in. And this is the emotions that you've been waiting for. This is the emotions that you've been needing. Because whoever this person is or whatever this person is, they're allowing you, and I mean this, allowing you to know that the soul contract matters. It includes abundance, it includes greatness, it includes you to feel, because it's been long overdue. And if you don't feel, it doesn't count. You want to feel, you're like, I want that. Like, yes, I know you do. How courtesy. And that's how wonderful is that. And so this is your Gemini travel energy. This is, you're going to feel. You're going to feel because you need to feel. And this is a matter of you accepting that moment of feeling. But you run away, or they run away, or there's this moment of questioning, am I worth it? Is this for me? And own it. And what happens when you lean into this? Cancer, what happens when you lean all the way into this? And you won't give into this, or you give into this, I guess is a better way. Or you, what happens to that? What happens to leaning all the way into this? Because this is igniting something in you that has never been lit. That's how I feel. That's what it feels like to me. So that's why I ask you guys. Maybe you don't need the clarity, but you do need the courage. That's the part of you that's working. That's the part of you that's lighting up. And then there's one decision that's always one level away from you, and that's okay. Because your soul has lived, and it's living, and it will live. It's going to live further, bigger, stronger. But check out the moon, check out your rising, check out the entire chart, check out the entire natal chart, and don't be afraid to look at it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and come back for some more live tarot. And as always, I appreciate you who have become members, supporting the journey. As I see you as the ones who are not coincidences. Like, I see you as the ones who are also visionaries, but I see you helping cross that path. Be part of the journey with me. Embrace that. I do appreciate you. I do. I love my Cancer energy. All right, my friends, as always, I'll see you, and then we'll keep going and we'll keep moving. But don't be afraid on the on your Cancer readings. Don't be afraid to leave those comments. If you're following me on any of the socials, don't be afraid. But up next we have the Scorpio. So let's keep moving, because the Scorpio, as I was saying earlier, I've been doing this. I've been kind of reading one tarot deck, and I've been having some fun with this. So what I've been doing has been doubling those tarot decks. And so it makes a big difference. So by doing that, it has like a profound effect, because it increases the size of this, like profoundly, immensely. Look at the size of that, right? So then it's just gargantuan, right? But still the same reading, but it just changes the fact that we have 6 tarot decks, and then we put 2 of these tarot decks together, and now it's like the odds just go astronomical. So when you get these readings, it could be a career, love, finance, anything. It just take what matters and take what doesn't. Leave a comment if it affects you. But more than that, take a look at your entire natal chart and see if this matters. See if this is hitting home. See if you are soul tribe. See if this does hit you in a place you're like, okay, now it matters. Because Scorpio, I do care. I love talking to the Scorpio. I love feeling that Scorpio energy. I find myself, I can talk deep to Scorpio. I think Scorpio will enjoy that long, deep conversation. As to a lot of people, but water signs in general, let's be honest, they're like, how deep can you go? All right, let's see here. So let's take a look and see what comes out of this reading for Scorpio, because I'm very fascinated to see if anything comes out that we weren't expecting, right? And that's why I always pull and I let things just happen, you know? Because I think a lot of times, I think Scorpio are more like rather be alone than diluted. And I think if someone can't make you better or make you feel, then leave you be. Yeah, see? In emotions, like, stimulate your emotions, stimulate that mind, have a conversation, get deep with you. No offense, but rage, even rage is something. And I know it sounds crazy, but like, at least rage is feeling for you. And that's that part of you, that soul says, hey, we're old, we know it. It's part of that feeling. That's that That part of you knows something. It's not saying you want that, but you're not going to break down. You'll break open, wide open, and you want to attract the people that matter, because you want to emit the medicine. That's the soul part of you. That's the rebirth energy, because you bring in that King of Cups energy, that rebirth energy, that death card energy. You bring in that 5, 6, 7 of Cups energy. You've mastered a lot of solitude before most have even mastered them being themselves. There's a Lover's card, right? You're into that like water depth, water loving yourself energy, right? Find love for yourself. Who are you? Have you loved yourself lately? Self-mastery. Truth of that. What is the truth? Most of us will lie. Oh yeah, I love me. I'm me first. But then they leave. They are not. They don't, But that you can lie to yourself. We're better at lying to ourselves than loving ourselves, and that's part of the truth, and that's what you bring in here, Scorpio. That's the fact of the matter. Because when we look at that rage or that hatred or that fear that we bring in, that's the unspoken truth trying to escape. Think about it. And you're not difficult to love. Let's be fair, right? Like, Scorpio, you're not difficult. But you are selective. You're really selective. And there's the card. And there's our 6 of Cups, like I was talking about. There's a golden position. There's the Lover's card, short throw energy. There's the short walk away to love. There's the Love card. Like, there's our love energy. There's our love. There's our rebirth. There's the Empress energy, of course. Empress energy coming in with that. Love me like I want to be loved. Treat me like I need to be treated. But tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. God damn it, don't lie to me. But don't lie to me. Like, oh my God, because you don't need the closure. You will be closure. You will be closure. That's the thing, is you'll rebuild faster than people will ever expect. And people are like, what in the hell? And that's where it gets scary, because they'll say, oh my God, there's a storm coming. No. That's just Scorpio. They're the atmosphere. They create the change. And people don't fall for you. They fall into themselves through you, and you are an absolute catalyst. You become safety through that storm, through that atmosphere, through whatever that is, because they don't want to be the same, and when they get with you, they're not the same. We're doing this, and this. Okay, brand new start. Like, you're like, this is how it goes, because you're not hiding anything, and there's a couple things on your mind, but you expect these things, because you're not repeating cycles. You are not gonna. You're born to end them. Like, you picked to be a Scorpio. You picked this because you're not hiding anything, and that's what makes you so sexy and scary, right? And that's what makes you so sexy and scary. You're an investment in and of yourself. I love this for you. You're the life lesson walking around with emotions, saying, "Oh, let's talk." Because those soul contracts, they're not passed for synchronicities. And that's why you're like, well, everything happens for a reason. You're like, let's talk about that. Because the shadow, that part of you, whatever it is that they look at, the parts of you that you fear, it's really looking at alignment and focus. Because what's the ancient part of you that matters most? What's the part of you that's come to this earth? It's the curious part of you. Like, how did you get to this place? Like, by what is this? How more? I want more. I need to figure this out. Why? How come? Breaking the patterns by doing the same thing over and over didn't get you anywhere, but it got you held. It made you figure something out. Chariot energy, travel. You are not an ocean. Like, you're the wave in the ocean. You are the good fortune that comes along with this. Scorpio, with you being existent, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? You're not the brand new star. You're not the fertile one. You're not the truth seeker. You're the catalyst. That's what I want to use. And that's what people are realizing. They will never tell you to your face. They're afraid, because you're the catalyst to their future. And they appreciate you, but this is it. You're the catalyst. They're like, thank you, without saying thank you. Not everyone will say thank you. The quietness in your existence has become almost like prophecy, because it becomes what I see as ambition or curiosity into other people. That That's the thing. That quietness is like it's forced people to change, saying, I don't get access to this person anymore. You carry those ancient memories, those ancient prophecies, whatever that is, that potential, whatever it is, you have become inevitable. And you have to realize that the angels have touched your path. You're not making mistakes. You're not fearing what you did. You're starting over. And you're choosing the best path. You're saying, well, I'll do that again. Like good, bad, or indifferent. And you're just craving the truth. Every time you're going to crave truth, not chaos, but the truth. That's what you do. And as you move forward, you're choosing you every single time. The fertile one. And that's why it's like, well, which one are we going with? You don't need that. You just need the attention of the universe to say, I hear you. And I get what I get, because the universe wants you to hear the depth of understanding, saying that hermit energy comes in with the moment of clarity, saying, what kind of signs do you have to get to feel right, to feel correct, to feel the universe is hearing you in the time of need? But you have gone through these major shifts that some people would never even dare enter. For example, I've been married 5 times. Like, what? Like, really? And other people, like, I've worked one job my entire life. You know what I'm saying? There's a very big, vast difference of people who live life. And when something feels wrong, it is. And you're like, it is. And that's how you operate. When something feels right, you know it's pre-written. You're like, aha, yes, I know. And that's the big difference, because you don't try to mix and try to force, try to rewrite. You try to just live and operate. And it's called devil in the details for a reason. And that's why we have that. That's why the bunny hides out here. And that's why we look at the devil in the details. That's why I call it this. And that's why the Empress, the Queen of Queens, comes out and says, hey, what are we talking about? That's you. That's a Scorpio. That's why I always respect the Scorpio. I respect the Scorpio for so many reasons. What does a Scorpio bring to the table? Like, really, when you ask it, and like people say, well, how does a Scorpio matter? And I say that distrustful energy that you bring is powerful. And people like say, oh, I don't like that. Like, really? It's protective of their soul tribe. Are you kidding me? They're very loyal. They're intense, but they're protective. That's the difference. That's the devil in the details. That's what we look for. You're the one we always look for. You're the true seeker. I don't trust you. Bye-bye. Yeah, they're secretive, but they're protective. And that's what you do. That's what you bring. That's how you operate. That's why this ancient energy, or I'd say memories or wisdom, that's what operates within you. That inevitability that you bring has to happen. You will never let it not happen. Like, you could not let it. This is like, you're going to say what you're going to say. Just let me say one thing. Like, okay. Okay. And see? And then you get it off your chest and walk away. It's almost like sexy, but also scary when you do that, right? So with that said, what does that mean? What does that mean for you? It means you are inevitable. You have to be. And you don't fear the endings. You initiate them. That's the thing the Scorpio does. At least in this stage for what's going on. And don't be afraid to let go of those people who aren't serving you. Because there's new people coming in. That's the other half of this. And I don't want to be only focusing on endings, but the new people who are coming in, those people, they're recognizing who the new version of you is. And that's the person that you have to become. So let those other people fall away. The ones that won't recognize you for what you are, for what you need to become. I do appreciate you. Scorpio, check out your entire natal chart. Do me a favor if you haven't done so. Check out your moon sign. If you're a cross watcher, check out their moon sign. If you are If you're check out the rising sign, Venus. Check out all of the parts of the chart. But do me a very, very big favor. Hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow. Hit that. Be sure to become a member and get early access to any of that content that we've been really talking about. But let's finish up here. Let's move through this and let's see what's going to happen with these Pisces, because I think Pisces would be very interested to know what's going to happen with their future. And as I've been telling people, I've been grabbing 2 tarot decks to see what's going to happen. And this is fascinating. So I've been grabbing kind of like, I have a system I've been making up here as I've been doing it. If, say, people don't say anything online, I'll grab it, but I'm just using that same system. It's just going to trust me. I know you get this, but as we move on here, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this works, okay? I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to follow. And as always, share this with your family, your mom, okay? Say, hey, mom, check this out. But I'm curious to see what happens for you, Pisces. And check out your moon, your rising, your sun. And if you haven't done so, hit that notification bell. Set it to all. Check me out on the live. Ooh, almost. And that's your moon energy. That is Pisces, like straight up. You're going with your emotions. Right now, you're riding high in your emotions. I don't know if this is on purpose or if this is because you're having a hard time. But that right there is your moon energy. That's your, not your moon energy. That's the epitome in the major arcana of Pisces. So that's your emotions. You're hurt. Something's hurt and something's like, I don't get it. Pain, angelic pain. We're not seeing something. It's you, somebody, and somebody. So you feel like, yeah, it's 3 people going through the same thing. 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 months. We could be going through a pause. Messenger comes in, but this is the patient messenger saying, hey, you got a little bit longer. Don't worry. Pace yourself. Knight of Wands telling you that this is going to happen. But this right here is 11/23 to 12/21. So it could be a whole all Sag season or Sag. Yeah, it could be. So this could be Sagittarius season going in. This is the Justice. Justice will be served. The Akashic energy coming in at the very root or the heart of this. Hold on. You can't quite see it. We're blocking on some level. The Justice is here. Justice, friendship. So, wow. Emperor or Empress energy underneath the this is the one. There's many choices, but there's only one. Some are tricky, some are fake, some are liars. But this Akashic energy is coming in twice over saying, no, this is meant. This is the base and the root. We can actually see, we're looking out to it. This is the one. T-Stain Tarot, this is the ending. Whatever we're looking at, this is the one. This is the one. The right one. I think you ride with intuition. Like if we're building a superhero team, your superpower is the moon, is intuition. So I tell you that with respect, saying like you call in like the Libra energy or the Justice energy, saying I want to verify. But what you're asking about, is this fair? Is this really happening? It's not. It's something's taking longer than expected, and it's almost annoying. It's reminiscent of something that happened, and you feel like it's long-term stability will pay off, but the short-term growth, it's reminiscent of something that happened a while ago. Just so you know, it feels like a past life or a past energy. 11/23 main character energy. This is not that, is what I'm being told. This is not that. Like the rug being swept out from under you. See, world card. So this is not the same thing. I'm gonna warn you. Walk away from things that no longer serve you. Get out of that like people who aren't like helping you, because this is that, not that. See, like I'm telling you, this is that. So I'm gonna give you a heads up that your bold choices will pay off. This all avoids me completely. All these T-Stain Tarot, you're holding back. Your bold choices are going to pay off. It's just a matter of time, a short amount of time. See, the same choice you made is going to be the one that pays off. It's just you're holding back. And I think you don't really have much choice. You're holding on anyway. It's going to pay off. This is something from June or July. I think we want 11/23 to be the deadline. Wow, the cards are starting to really move. This sliding around here. 11/23 is a very important payday. I don't know if you see it, but angelically it's good. It affects your soul and affects the angelic touch. So it could be a job, but that's the justice. I think there's almost like it's like a hiccup. Wild card energy. Wow. No, yeah, it definitely looks really, really good for you, just so you know. The one. I don't know if you're holding on to money or investments, but the money's there. It's just you can't see it yet. This is 19 cups plus 4. Is that 23 cups? Plus this? Plus this? It's almost like it's in a different form. I'd say that if this isn't money or if this is career or finances, it's coming in. It's not as it looks right now. That's literally, it's not on purpose as much as it's just not there right away. It might be. The justice says it's coming in. It is valuable. It will come in. And this might be an investment. Hit me up in comments if this is for you, but this could be a big investment. And this is the only time I read for investments. I don't know if this is a person or not. It doesn't feel like it, because this is the one, unless this is the person. Because this is the one. This is the one. Like, this is like a choice, but something's holding back, and it's gonna open like floodgates. It's gonna just open. Just so you know, it's gonna happen. It was like a choice. I feel like a choice, and then the choice was correct. Whatever I can tell you, the choice was correct. It's just very slow. It reminds me of like a 3-year-old trying to get their boots on during winter, in the New England winters. It's like, I'll get their winter coat on. You're trying to teach them so they can do it. And it's like, oh my God, we gotta go. I'm like, all right, I'll help you. Well, it's not really helping them, it's helping you because you're gonna go. But it's like letting it just do its thing, letting it do its thing. If this makes sense, let me know. But it's like letting something do its thing so that it can learn to do its own thing. That's a bigger part of this, is letting it become its own process. That will help everything grow out of this. So you can't rush something that's meant to be good. So what I tell you here and what I tell everybody is, I hope you enjoyed all the content. As always, do me a huge favor. Share the channel. If you haven't done so, check out all of that content that I put out. Cosmic's Codex, Beyond the Veil, and share the lives. Like when I get on live, share it. Say, hey, he's on. But let people know I'm on. I usually use random, and it's so fascinating because it is so fun, because you could be next. Like when I'm on live, it could be you. So don't feel like he goes by order. No, I don't do order. I do random. So it makes it fun. You could donate. You don't have to jump ahead, but by being random, it allows you to get in there. And that's why I put like general or random, unless the question's absolutely over the top amazing. But yeah, I usually roll that way, and we work on that system. So it works great. This way anybody could be next. That means you could be next. You could jump in and just get a reading, and that would be it. Or you could be there for an hour and be like, and I try to reset and then give you guys a chance. I pay attention. I pay attention to the queue. My mods do too. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys for being part of this channel. I really, really do appreciate you for getting us, the whole Cosmic Collective. We're over 100,000, like insane, right? What happens if we don't stop? What happens if I don't stop? And what happens if I just keep going for a while? Do we hit 1 million? Does this hit 5 million, 10 million subscribers? What does this do? What happens if I eventually show my face? What happens if I do that? Like, what? What happens if I actually end up doing what I want to do with this? Like my spiritual retreats and all the things I want to do. Hold workshops. Like, do it like I want to plan it. Like, I've done PD and as a teacher learned all the stuff I've learned. But put it now to spirituality. And get all the Reiki teachers and all the people I believe to be true, real. Not the false prophets. Not those people. Not the gurus. But get those people together. The real spiritual people, the ones I consider, or at least my cards have told me, to be starseeds. Getting those people together, right? How would that work? Like, how would that universe work? I appreciate you, I really do. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the content, share the content. Let people know I'm out here. It's the best way to get me known. And it's fun. It's a fun, really good process and project. It's not about the money. It's about the love that we share and about the process, getting each other, covered. And it's not about the fame. It's about the message that we spread. As always, I tell you guys to do one thing, and it's be safe. Why? Because I want to see you back here in the next one. As always, my friends, I'll see you soon. Peace.